Good. All right, Shalom, right? First and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, Rachaaw Qadash. Hey, and double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And peace and blessings to all you out there pushing his word with all truth and sincerity. And again, shit, the Lord blesses and allows us to come out once again another day, another weekend on the highways and hedges to prophesy his word, man. Right. And we're in some serious times right now. But we're in the times that should be building up our confidence. Think about it. If you say something before it happened and you seeing it happen, that's going to build up your confidence, man. Right. You know, so start from our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. They taught us through the Spirit, right? And we preaching, man. So the things that they been saying and that we saying is happening, man. And we see it before our eyes and it's prophecy. You know, so shit, through the Spirit we want to share. Hey, go into the current events. You know, whatever the Spirit takes us. If shit, when brothers got shit points, precepts, let it roll.
The second address.
Let the brother bring this
This Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 1. Yep. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Yep. You know, and that scripture, furthermore, you know, if you go further down into that scripture, into that chapter, it talks about a time, man, a time for mourning, all right, a time for joy, you know what I'm saying, how the scriptures say, a time for war and a time for peace, all right, and all this is to the purpose of the Most High, man, and the prophecies, okay? The reason you have different pestilence out here on the planet Earth is because the Most High appointed this time for the end of Babylon, man, okay? And it's to do the will of the Most High, man, all right? Everybody is in according to the will of the Most High, man, all right? And it's high time for you jakes to wake out of sleep, man.
Right, that's the spirit. Shit, brothers went into a lesson before camp started, going on to how there's no free will. The brother just brought out the perfect scripture, man. Everything is you get second Ezra 4 and 37. Everything is according to when the Most High wanted to be. There was a reason for the statue that Nebuchadnezzar had a dream of. There was a reason why the statue started at the head and ended at the throat. The next it was, you feel me, the chest and the torso. The next it was the stomach and the thighs. Each kingdom had a time to rule. You see, each nation had a time to rule. So you can't say the Most High is unfair. Just so he allowing his chosen people to have the longest time to rule, which was going to be forever. You can bring that out now?
Second Ezra 4 and 37, it reads, by measure hath he measured the times, and by number hath he numbered the times.
Right, by measure have he measured the times. So what he want to happen at a specific time is going to happen. Why you think YAHAWASHI said, no angels know when I'm coming back? I don't even know when I'm coming back, only the Father. YAHAWASHI can't get off the right-hand side of the Father and come back when he want to. It got to be at that time the Most High said it for, man. Jacob's trouble can't start just whenever Esau just feel like he want to make his move. No, he going to make his move when the Most High put it on Esau's spirit to make his move, man. It's all according to the Most High, YAHAWASHI will. America ain't going to get destroyed until the Most High ready for it to get destroyed. You see?
Second Ezra 4 and 37, it says, by measure hath he measured the times, and by number hath he numbered the times. And he doeth not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled.
Right. He ain't gonna fuck up and let something happen before he was ready. Right? Before, let's say, you know what I mean? The chip ain't, okay, what the apostle always going to, the chip have to be mandated before World War III gotta start, right? YAHAWASHI not gonna come back before the chip is into effect. Because Revelation 14 still gotta happen. John had a dream. The ones who got the chip in their right hand or their foreheads have to be destroyed, have to be burnt up. YAHAWASHI not gonna come back before that happen. So he don't stir them before that said measure be fulfilled, man. In other words, he building it up, and at the perfect time, he gonna let it happen. You know? Let me get that second Ezra 9.
Second Ezra 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, verse 2, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Right, and the Most High visiting the world. I think like you put that scripture in the group chat, right? Or something like that. You a brother precaution. The Most High visiting the world, right? Right. He visiting the world right now, man. And how we know? Now, do we see the Most High, like, bro, shit, you know the Most High in California right now, bro. He in the world, right? No, read it again, dog. This is how he visiting the world. You ain't gonna see him on a metro, you know what I mean, in a car, Like, well, that's God right there. You know that's Yahawah right? No, man. How he visiting the world?
2nd Esdras 9:1, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs pass.
Part of the signs pass. What's the signs? The prophecies. Hey, what YAHAWASHI said? Y'all can tell when it's go, I'm paraphrasing, but you know exactly what that's at, bro? You can get it back to Matthew 16. Right, YAHAWASHI, he used that example. Right? This is how we tell times, man, about what's going on in the earth. Right? YAHAWASHI about to give a good example, you know? Matthew 16 and you can bring it up.
You can start at the top.
Kind of. And
Matthew,
then you can go Matthew 24. And we'll go back to that too.
Matthew chapter 16 and verse 1.
Right, 24.
Just start at verse 1.
Matthew chapter 16 and verse 1. The Pharisees also with the Sadducees came and tempting desired him that he would show them a sign from heaven. He answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say, it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning, it will be foul weather today. For the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times?
Right. And the scribes and Pharisees, they were trying to tempt YAHAWASHI to see, was he truly the Messiah? Like, give us a sign. Show us something that you're the Messiah, you know? As if the Lord had something to prove to them, man.
Right.
But he said, look, you can discern the weather, if it's fair, if it's gonna rain, do this and do that, but you can't discern the signs of time.
Right.
You can't tell that I'm the Messiah
Right.
by the works that I have already shown you.
Right.
But they were being hard-headed and stiff-necked, man. Just like 2/3 a day.
That's right.
All these signs going on in the earth, right? A nigga can tell you when it's gonna rain, snow, right? Tell you when this happened, that happened, but when it
Power
comes to these prophecies and the understanding of these scriptures, they can't tell you anything, man. Why? Because the Most High didn't give it to them, just as the brother is going into, man.
Right. The water, bro. You know, that's the point. Our people and this world, they can tell you the carnal things, man.
Right.
But the Most High blinded them from the spiritual. So going back to that, you get Matthew 24 and 32. We have different signs to tell us what times we're in, and tell us Esau at the end of his rulership.
Right.
To tell us the kingdom of heaven and YAHAWASHI return is nigh at hand, man.
Right.
You see, we have these things, man. To know the feet and the toes about to get smashed by that stone. We have these things, and all by the signs. That's how we tell the time, man. You grab that real quick out.
Come before I get it, like it's just like a timeline, man. Like where you know where you at. The prophecies unfold. You can bam. They all line up.
Right.
Matthew 24 and 32. It says, now learn a parable of the fig tree. When his branches yet tender and putteth forth leaves, ye know that summer is nigh.
Right. When a fig tree or any tree start growing, you know what I mean? What? They start growing leaves and the fruit, you know what I mean? Orange, all this. Okay, it's a summer shit. We out of the winter. Everything's done from being dead and snow and withered. We know that summer is not because everything growing, right?
It says, verse 33, so likewise ye, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the door.
Even at the door, man. Well, all what things? The prophecies. The things that's written aforetime, man. You see? When you see these things, the earthquakes in diverse places, pestilence, you got the coronavirus. You got,
SARS.
right, 500 some earthquakes and hit Puerto Rico within, what, 72 hours?
Right.
You see? All these things happening in the earth, but the people walking around, like the brothers was talking about before camp, they're in that hamster wheel. You just going in circles. You just going in circles, the same shit every day. Right? Same shit every day, man. You watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta. You know what I mean? Hip. Right. You ain't paying attention to what's really going on in the earth. That's why the scriptures say YAHAWASHI will come as a thief in the night. You see? You don't pay attention to a thief. That's his whole point, to be a thief, to sneak up on you unawares, man. You know?
Yeah, Australia on fire.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, all kind of shit going down.
Yeah, man, everything, man. Hey, the world's being shaken up, man. The Most High is visiting, man.
Right.
And this is how we know where we at in prophecy, in the scriptures, man. In world history, you see? We know we about to come, leave out of one kingdom, it's about to be translated to another, all by the sons, all from what the Most High said, man.
I got something for you real fast, brother. This is Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 7. Yea, the stork in the heaven knoweth her appointed times, and the turtle and the crane and the swallow observe the time of their coming. But my people know not the judgment of the Lord. So the birds in the heavens, they can discern the times, man. That's why they fly south for the winter. And do this and do that, man, because they discern the times. They go by nature, man. But the Lord said, my people don't know his judgment. So you niggas are worse than birds, man. Y'all can't even discern. But people, you know, so people say bird brain, right?
Right.
But at least a bird can discern the times.
Right.
Y'all niggas can't even discern the times, man. All these things going on the brother speaking about, right? That damn coronavirus, bro. It spread worldwide. It's over 600 cases, man. All these people infected. They said that infected is the word. They said that this stuff can be passed through human contact, man. Like on the movie, what's that movie with that little monkey on it?
14?
The movie with the monkey on it. What's it?
Rise of the Planet.
Yeah. That movie.
Yep.
Rise of the Planet of the Apes, man, to where that disease was passed by human contact, like just touching something that they had, right? You can catch it, man. So y'all people playing around, man, but these signs are here to warn you, okay? But if you don't take heed to them, then you're gonna get caught by it, man.
That movie, Rise of the Planet of the Apes, that virus was airborne too. That's how it was able to travel so fast, you know? That's what they saying that the coronavirus is, that it's airborne. That's why they say they're having a rush for people to get these paper masks, man. All right, but in that day, man, that shit ain't gonna work, man. Cause them goddamn gooks over there, they already wearing them goddamn masks all the time. So that shit ain't working, man. You know, these damn devils are sitting in the CDC lab, all right, creating more and more patent viruses that's stronger and stronger, man. All right, and the Most High putting the spirit on them to make them viruses, man. All right, that'll blow past every vaccine your ass that took, man. None of that shit is gonna work, you know?
And what's gonna be the so-called cure for it? Hey, if you get this chip. This chip will take care of everything. This chip will block all that shit. That's what they gonna hit you with it. But like the brother just said, that airborne virus in the movie, bro, look how fast this coronavirus moving, man.
Right.
Look how fast, and that's all the word of the Most High. A nigga leave China, get on a plane, come over here, now it's over here, now it's spread.
Right.
You see how fast? Hey, and the YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI for that, man. And that's also why, because to show how close we is to our kingdom. It gotta happen. It gotta happen, man. You can bring up what you had. You can break it down.
This Isaiah chapter 42 and verse 9, behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them, man. Going into the men of the Lord, man. You know, out here on the highways and byways, the prophets, man. All right, the Most High gave us the knowledge and wisdom and understanding and the prophecies, man. All right, we out here speaking, and we telling you, you morons, all right, of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, you heathens and you Edomites, all right, but none of you are hearkening, man.
Right.
All right, and then whenever it come out on the news, you all acting surprised and shit.
Right.
All right, but these motherfuckers, they'll get surprised and they'll get shook up, all right, just like that guy shooken up about the Iran thing. All right, but what these people right back here doing, man? Right back to sleep, man. All right, right back continuing to be a Babylonian, okay?
Just a quick one. This is 2nd Esdras 16:5. It says, plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away?
Right, you can't stop what's happening in the earth. It ain't no cure to stop. If the Most High don't want the coronavirus to stop, you ain't gonna stop it. You see? The Most High want missiles to hit this America, you're not gonna stop it, man. Right. Whatever else happening, much death, and the family gonna come to America. You can't stop it. You know? Matter of fact, get 2nd Esdras 16 and start at I think 37 with 37. See, all right? Because it's coming quick, like the brother just mentioned, it's coming quick. Go ahead,
in 2nd Esdras 16:37, it says, behold, the plagues draw nigh.
They draw nigh.
Right.
So nigh, they already here, man. They already here. And even, like the scripture say, even at the door.
Right.
They shit ain't knocking, you know what I mean? They at the door. Now you trying to hurry up and get yourself ready. That's why everybody tripping when they said this shit about Iran. And that's how important wisdom and knowledge gonna be. That's why we should get that real quick, Isaiah 33:6. That's why wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times. What's stability? That goes into the word faith, man. You see? We was already told ahead of time. You know, hey, what the Lord said, before you come serve me, prepare your soul for temptation. He also said, before you sit down to build a tower, count the cost, man. We was already warned ahead of time, so when these things happen, we not gonna be bugging out and tripping, right? You see? And another thing, say when these things do happen, because shit, we gonna be in the midst of them. The elect gonna be in the midst of that, and that's when the Most High gonna show his work. He gonna save us out of that, man. But the difference between the people in the world and us, doing Jacob's trouble, they not gonna have no hope, no protection. You see? They ain't gonna have, bro. Bring that out real quick. They not gonna have nothing to keep them stable in that time, man. Bring that out.
This Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahawah is his treasure.
Right, man. Wisdom and knowledge, the things that's written aforetime, they was written for our learning for a reason. The simple thing in Matthew 24, YAHAWASHI said, when you see these things, right, the abomination that make it desolate, right? He said, if you're on the housetop, don't go into the house and get shit. If you're in the field, don't run and get shit. Simple thing like that. If you see military vehicles coming, Esau coming in like a flood, that's, I don't want to say simple wisdom, right? But that's one of the easiest things to understand, but the world don't understand it. We gonna know, okay, we see it, just flee, just run. But the people, they gonna try to get snacks, get clothes, shoes. By then, Esau busting down your shit and shooting. But we read it in the scriptures, and it's gonna keep us stable in that time. When the famine hit, we get like, damn, how we gonna eat?
Right.
How we gonna eat? We gotta go to FEMA. No, shit, the Most High fed Elijah, right, by ravens, right?
That's right.
So shit, fuck that FEMA, cause you go walk up to the FEMA line, they go put you over here like, look, they eating. If you got bruises, they can take care of you over here on the health side. But in order for you to cross these borders, we gotta put this chip into you first. Now somebody without the wisdom of the scriptures to know what's the judgment of the chip, you see, to know that the Most High gonna burn your ass, right? To know that's the mark of the beast, they gonna say, okay, just to get help. But we gonna know, well, hold on, shit, I'm hungry. I read what the Most High did a full time to the prophets and the believers. He fed them. He made miracles happen. Well, shit, fuck the chip, miracles gonna happen. We gotta believe that, man. Hey, I remember when first came into the camp, you the one who told me, you're like, shit, the Most High said we gonna eat. I believe I'm gonna eat. You know, straight up, bro. Go ahead, bro. Straight up.
That's like you, brother. Yeah, man, no doubt, man.
Straight up.
Because that's what separates us from these people in the world, man. They have doubt and fear. And through doubt and fear, they're going to submit themselves unto this government, all right, and take the chip and be a good slave, man. But when we get afraid, we're going to trust in YAHAWASHI, man, and hope in him in full assurance, man.
That's right, bro.
Because we believe what's written, man. He said we're going to eat. Goddamn, we're going to eat.
Right.
He said we're going to have something to drink, we're going to have something to drink, we're going to have some clothes, we're going to have some clothes.
All that, man.
I'm not doubting that, man. No way in the hell. If it be the Most High's will, man.
That's right.
When we get afraid, we're going to trust in the Most High, man.
Sure.
Unlike you people. And real quick, I got a piece of
Bring it out.
real fast. Come on. This is Psalm chapter 56, verse 3. It says, what time I am afraid, I will trust in thee.
Right.
So when we're afraid, we trust in YAHAWASHI, man. Because he's the ultimate power, man. He's the one that truly to be feared, man. But as long as we've been obedient, right, YAHAWASHI said, seek ye first the kingdom of Yahweh and his righteousness, all these things shall be added unto you. So this is what we're doing, man. Stirring up that spiritual treasure, seeking the ways of YAHAWASHI in hopes to be delivered in those times, man. You got it, brother.
That's beautiful, man. You know? Hey, and bro, and that's why it's better to get with YAHAWASHI. You know how they say shit. Better get on the bandwagon, you know what I mean? Hey, get on the bandwagon, man. Don't, you know, niggas say shit. Hey, man, fuck the Rocket, the Golden State Warriors. I ain't about to jump on the bandwagon because I'm gonna look like a fan, man. Fuck all that. Jump on this bandwagon, man.
Right.
You know, jump on this bandwagon. You don't want to regret in that day, man. You don't want to regret, like the brother just said, man. Fully confident, bro. Believing, having faith. Don't the scripture say put on the whole armor?
Right.
Right? Nothing penetrating you when you got the whole armor. But soon as that maybe now something hitting you on your right side. You see? Now they open up something on the left side.
Right.
Now your armor falling off like Forrest Gump. The nigga had a little shit on his legs. He started running. Eventually them bitches started falling off. The armor gonna fall off, man. You know? The armor gonna fall off, man. Fully trusting YAHAWASHI. He said it, right?
Right.
He ain't a man that he shall lie, right?
Right.
So somebody, the scriptures even said we're gonna rejoice in that day. Somebody gotta rejoice. You know what I mean?
We the servants, right?
We the servants.
Isaiah 65:13. Therefore, thus saith Yahawah, by Shem Yahushua power, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry.
My servants shall eat. Eat when? Eat when? Everybody eat now. You got homeless people go get some out the trash can to eat. That's talking about when Jacob's trouble truly pop off, man.
Right.
It's gonna be the ultimate famine in America. And the Most High set it up so perfect. He's saving the best for last. Now, one might say, well, how's gonna be a famine in America when we got fast food spots on every corner, restaurants, Longhorn Steakhouse, you know what I mean? You can go into CVS, get some candy. The Most High gonna take all that away, man. What they say is 3 days worth of food.
Right.
You know, shit.
Right. Come on, yeah. They say about 3 days to grocery stores to be cleared out, man. Well, according to my experience, when Hurricane Harvey came, that's a damn lie. That's a lie. And one day, HEB was cleared out, man. One fucking day, man. The line was all the way back to the produce section, man. There was a long ass line of niggas and black women, okay, we got them 13 kids on the trying to get some bread and some ham, man.
Right.
I mean, looking crazy.
Right.
All right, out of fear, man. So when all hell truly break loose, man, these people gonna run straight to CVS and all these stores the brother mentioned to get food, man. And they're gonna be killing each other, stomping over each other, shit, or running over children, trying to get some food because they know, oh shit, this is serious now.
It's for real.
Right.
It's for real. But we're not gonna do that, man. Okay, Lord willing.
Yup. And that's 3 days. That's 3 days when you just on your day-to-day life.
Right.
That's 3 days when nobody not panicking. That's 3 days when you could just get off work, buy some wine, go home, take a shower, sit back and drink and watch the Giants versus, you know what I mean,
Right.
the Chiefs. Or the Chiefs versus the fucking 49ers.
Right.
That's when you just chilling. Nobody ain't in panic mode. That's 3 days. Bro, when you in panic mode, bro, you might not make it out of 24 hours. You see, the water gonna be gone. You know, ain't nothing you can do to sustain yourself, man. Like the brother said, people gonna be killing each other. But what we gonna do, Lord willing, we gonna trust in Yahawah by Shem YAHAWASHI, man. And we might have to get that account of Elijah because he keep coming up. But it was a famine, bro, during Elijah time. The Most High had ravens come bring, it said bread and flesh. Right. It said bread and flesh, bro. The Most High had, hey, get that real quick, Doc. Let's get some of these miracles. Hey, we coming into the time, bro, Jacob's trouble. No, it's the balance of the Lord. He gonna put people in moments that they never thought of, but he also gonna put his elect in times they never thought of, but there's a difference. The elect gonna be saved out of those times, man, right? We gonna be in the midst of it. Again, we gonna be in the midst of it, but the Lord gonna show his power, man. Hey, we wouldn't have had the example of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego get saved out of the fire unless they did what first? Got thrown into the fire.
Right.
We wouldn't have had the example of Daniel not get bitten by lions except what? He was put into the lion's den first. You see? So the Most High gonna make a way, right? Kind of bring it out. Hey, cause look, but birds ain't, they ain't just pick up no regular little loaf of bread and a little pint-sized bite and bring it to Elijah. No, it said bread and flesh and water, man, from the brook, man. Bring it out, all right?
Con, it's 1 Kings 17 from the top.
Yeah, come on.
1 Kings 17:1, it says, and Elijah, the Tishbite, who was of the inhabitants of Gilead, said unto Ahab, as Yahawah power of Israel liveth, before whom I stand, there shall not be dew nor rain these years, but according to my word.
Right. So it was a drought. They know you wasn't eating like that, like you know what I mean? You wasn't comfortable. People were struggling, but watch what happened to the servant of the Lord, man.
Verse 2, and the word of the Lord came unto him, saying, get thee hence, and turn thee eastward, and hide thyself by the brook of Cherith.
Woo, hey, he had instructions in that time, bro.
Right.
He had the wisdom and knowledge of the Heavenly Father to keep him stable. Now, of course, that we gonna be in a time like never before, like YAHAWASHI said, but this the point. The Most High gonna put in our spirits, guide us certain ways, man.
Right.
We gonna see different signs, man. You might be say to me and a brother together in Jacob's trouble, we don't know where to go, we just chilled. Angels just got us out of the fucking concentration camp, who knows? Now me and the brother in the woods, we praying for a sign. The Most High have a fucking dog bark, look at us, and start running left.
Right.
Now what we gonna think? Okay, let's follow this dog then. You know what I mean? Let's follow this dog, man. That's a sign, man. Hey, going back to what we started with, man. We understand the signs of the Lord, man. You see? But that's all go by belief to, even though that's a possibility though.
Right.
That's a possibility. Why? Because we read what happened the 4th time. Go ahead, dog.
Verse 3, it says, get thee hence, 1 Kings 17:3, and turn thee eastward, and hide thyself by the brook of Cherith, that is before Jordan. Verse 4, and it shall be that thou shalt drink of the brook.
Of the brook. Now, we know in America, shit, your fucking drinking water polluted. How much more something in a lake or a pond? But this the beauty of the Lord. What happened when Moses and the Israelites came out of Egypt? They was trying to get some water, but the water was bitter. The Most High told Moses, go to this tree, take some of that tree, put in the water, and made it sweet. They started drinking. Bro, it ain't a far-fetched thing. If a brother somewhere in the wilderness or wherever, the water polluted, the Most High blessed that water right then and there. Now it's drinkable for you and your family. Right. That's the things we have to believe in, man. What YAHAWASHI said, it might be impossible with man, but with Yahweh, ain't nothing impossible, man. Believe that. Believe that, man.
If I can add on, man, the earth is so vast, man. What the scripture say in Job, man, it's stuff that haven't even been revealed. The Lord will just open up something. Right. You will have food, water, drink. You never know. This the Most High. The earth is not even fully explored yet, man. The Lord will have some hidden for just that time.
Right. Just like when Moses was in the wilderness, man. Moses smoked that rock, man.
Yep.
Right.
What happened? Water came out that rock.
Right.
So, like the brother said, it can be a spot anywhere where you at, man. So the Most High leads you to a spot to where you step on something, see something, anything happen, to where you can have food and water, man. Like you got these doomsday preppers, right? It's a series of on Netflix, man, of doomsday preppers who go to extreme measures to store food and weapons and all these things, man. Guess what? If it be the Most High will, they're gonna be for a brother or sister, man.
Right.
That's right,
A right to eat, to have protection or some shelter for a certain period of time, man. Who knows? But all we know that the Most High gonna protect us, man. Mm-hmm. Whatever He got prepared for His elect in that time, we're gonna get it, Lord willing.
Yeah, man.
So, you got it, brother.
That's right. That's a beautiful point, man. Bro, who would ever think if you just crack a rock, water gonna just come out?
Right.
You feel me? You not gonna get that example nowhere except the scriptures.
Right.
You feel me? Right? But like the brother just said, we're gonna go back to that too. But I want to get another point, man. There's many different ways the Most High can preserve His men. The brother already mentioned doomsday prep. The scripture said He's stirring up for the just. You might be on a run at night, you know what I mean? Going to a house, sleep, you feel good, you and your family fall asleep. You wake up the next morning, now the sun coming up, you open your eyes, you in the fucking basement of a doomsday prepper. Now the Lord telling go ahead and get you. You feel me? I led you here just like what He led Elijah. He said turn eastward, right?
Right to the brook.
Yeah, I finished that out, brother.
Come. We gonna do this one. Come.
1 Kings 17 and 3. I'm gonna start back at 3. It says, get thee hence and turn thee eastward, and hide thyself by the brook of Cherith, that is before Jordan.
Right.
Verse 4, and it shall be that thou shalt drink of the brook.
Of the brook, man. Go ahead, Art.
And I have commanded the ravens to feed thee.
The bird, he ain't talking about Ray Lewis and them.
Right.
You know, Baltimore,
Right.
Lamar Jackson.
Right.
Actually, no, he talking about actual birds. Now the brother just said earlier, bird brain, right?
Right.
The Most High put in them raven spirit to come feed this man.
Right.
It wasn't just one day to tell you, it wasn't coincidence.
Right.
Read on, brother.
Verse 5, it says, so he went and did according unto the word of the Lord, for he went and dwelt by the brook of Cherith, that is before Jordan. Verse 6, and the ravens brought him bread and flesh in the morning, and bread and flesh in the evening.
Hold on, bread and flesh in the morning, bread and flesh. You feel me? In other words, Elijah was eating good.
Right.
He was eating good, but this thing is said morning and evening. To tell you, it wasn't no coincidence the bird just happened to one time, the first time, fly over him and drop the food out of his mouth.
Right.
You feel me? And fly off. He like, oh shit, the bird dropped this shit. No, it happened. Man, it was a fucking famine at the time, right? Tell you, bro, we gon' Lord willing, if we those men, we know brothers gonna go through different things in Jacob's trouble. But the Most High, He ain't gonna put nothing on the brother that we can't handle, man. Brother, sister, child, whoever.
Right.
So shit, if you get thrown into the fire, guess what?
Hey.
You can handle that, man.
Right.
You feel me? If shit, you can't survive going through a famine, guess what? The Most High gonna feed you because he know you can't handle that, man.
Good precept for you.
Hold on. Let's bring that up. Finish that real quick. All right?
Con. 1 Kings 17:7, it says, and it came to pass after a while that the brook dried up,
Right.
because there had been no rain in the land.
Right.
Verse 8, and the word of the Lord came unto him, saying, Arise, get thee to Zarephath, which belongeth to Zidon, and dwell there. Behold, I have commanded a widow woman there to sustain thee.
Right. The Lord commanded a woman, a sister, to help him out now. Okay, since that ran out, or since that brook ran out, you know what? I got a sister preparing for you. They're gonna feed you. He says she gonna sustain you. So she had the necessary, needs of Elijah to sustain him, man. That can happen to us today, bro.
That's right.
To where you can lead, so the Lord can lead you to a sister, all right, that got a house and food and all that can take care of you, man. Anything is possible. All things are on the table, man.
Right.
This is the Most High's will, man.
Right.
If he gonna protect you, he got you, man.
Yep.
So you got it, brother.
Shit. Let's hold it real quick. Hey, let's go to this because the brother just made a point. The Most High led Elijah to that woman, right?
Right.
But the Most High can also lead somebody to you.
Right.
You feel me? We about to bring it out, man. You know?
History of Baal and the dragon, chapter 1 and verse 29. So they came to the king and said, deliver us Daniel, or else we will destroy thee and thine house.
Right.
Now when the king saw that they pressed him sore, being constrained, he delivered Daniel unto them, who cast him into the lion's den, where he was 6 days.
Right. So the king was forced to put Daniel in that lion's den, man. In a tough time. So what Jacob trouble gonna be? A tough time, man.
Right.
You see, you think shit, Daniel was just no, a time like never before, man. Go ahead, all
Right. And it's like your brother. Daniel was in that line then because some niggas were hating on him.
Right.
Some niggas went snitched on him to the king because he so-called broke the king's commandment for praying unto the east, man.
Yep.
They knew that Daniel prayed all the time, so they got it in writing to that they don't do that. And when they saw Daniel do that, they went and told the king, man. And President said, look, king, you said if a man do this, you know what I'm saying, are you gonna judge him? And so that's why Daniel was in the lion's den, man. You got it, brother.
And the water to that brother for that point, because what's the significance in that for us, man?
Chill.
What happened? Hold on. Why was Peter and them thrown into the jail? Niggas was hating on
Hating
them.
on him.
Niggas ain't want them to preach YAHAWASHI. Right? You can look right now on YouTube. You got niggas 2/3 talking about their own salvation, man. Talking about the prophets, and you got Boosie sticking birds at the Most High doing little, you feel me?
Yeah.
You see? So what's gonna happen? The world gonna turn against us, man. So we gonna be in these same situations. We gonna be delivered up, you know? We gonna be ratted on, betrayed, all these things. But watch what happen. The Most High always gonna make a way, man.
Who cast him into the lion's den, where he was 6 days. And in the den there were 7 lions, and they have given them every day 2 carcasses and 2 sheep, which then were not given to them.
So they constantly fed the lions. Every day they feed them good. So when it came down for Daniel to get thrown up in that, they didn't feed him. So the lions was hungry, man. They looking for a meal. I know we supposed to get fed at this time.
Right.
You know? Where the meal at? So in other words, the next thing come up in there, that's gonna be our meal.
Right, but what they didn't know is they was putting a lion in the lion's den.
Woo.
So it was right at home. You know, Most
That's
High
it.
had put a spirit on them lions and on Daniel, so where the lions wasn't even, they pretty much like, oh, he one of us.
Right.
Yeah, how you gonna put a lion in the lion's den?
That's right.
So the Most High closed their mouths.
Right.
But when it was time for the ones who to get their retribution, who set Daniel up, yeah, then them lions put in work, man. And it tell you in the book, it said the lions had the mastery over them, those wicked men.
Right.
So they just devoured them, man. If somebody got the mastery over you, that means it ain't like you can't even scratch them. Go ahead, brother.
Hey, that's a spirit. You know how like shit, if a dog be passing by a camp, brothers will say the dog don't be barking. Just look or try to come close to us. Brothers will say what? Shit, they see the spirits over here. They see shit. They see, you know, who we are, right? The same thing, the lions understood that, man. They understood what kind of spirit was in Daniel, but that also shows the power of the Most High. He,
Right.
like the elder just said, he closed the lion's mouth. He controlled the elements and fire. That's why the three didn't get burnt up in the furnace, man. He don't just control the angels, people. He control elements. You see? You can go ahead, Doc. And if I can add, and that's another thing, boy. That's why we should be confident in the times. Whatever happens, in that time, we know the Most High ordained it to happen, bro. That's comfort. That's comfort in itself to know the power that we serve control everything. You see, the power that we serve control everything. Just like YAHAWASHI told Pilate. When Pilate told YAHAWASHI, you ain't gonna answer me? Shit, I got the power to crucify you or let you go. Which YAHAWASHI said, you have no power against me except that we're giving you from above.
Right.
YAHAWASHI, he was stable because he understood. You see, the same thing, but that's comfort, man, to know the times we coming in, the Most High literally control everything. If a fucking mercenary troop grab you up, guess who let that man grab you up? The Most High.
Right.
You see, if you get thrown into a concentration camp, guess who allowed you to get thrown in there? If you get away, guess who allowed you to get away, man? The Most High, man. He control all things, and that also goes back into that wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our time, man. You know?
Quick precept with the brother going into this. Job 12:9. It says, who knoweth not in all these that the hand of the Lord have wrought this? Verse 10. In whose hand is the soul of every living thing.
Right.
In the breath of all mankind.
Got it, right?
Well, just going into show, the brother said the Lord, he control everything, man. So the situations or predicaments we put in is because YAHAWASHI, he has put you in that situation. His hand is the soul of every living thing, man. These people walking around, animals, all right, elements, everything, man. It's all ordained.
Right.
It's in his hand.
And that's, he's done on that?
Yeah, I'm good.
And that's beautiful too. Another thing, we can't think in Jacob's trouble if you do get grabbed up. Damn, I got caught. I ain't know to eat leg. You feel me? You look at your old lady like, fuck, babe, we ain't know to eat leg. We got caught. We in a concentration camp. No, bro, believe in this. Think this way. Think positive, dog. You know, bro. How you know you ain't get caught so the Most High can work a miracle? You feel me? How you know you ain't get caught? Because a brother up in there by himself and he wants you to go link up with that brother so an angel can come get all y'all out of there, man.
Right.
You see? And that's perfect example. We had the lesson the other day. Jonah was in a fish. He didn't stop praying. He didn't stop believing, even though he was in a fish. You see? He kept praying to the Lord. So we in the concentration camp, what we gonna do? Continue to pray to the Lord. The sons of the three holy children, bro. They was in fire, bro. In fire, they was still praying. You see, they was still praying, man. In fire, and you in the belly of a fish. Nobody know where you at. You can't just lay down, you know what I mean? Come on, but they were still praying, they still believe. So when we get in certain situations, what we gonna do? Lord willing, still believe. And the Most High gonna make a way. But you can finish that out, huh? Just to go into that point that Brother Zion Allah said, you might be led to link up with somebody. Somebody might be led to link up with you. Well, this happened to men of the Lord. Now remember, Daniel was in his lion's den. But watch what happened to Daniel. The Most High made a way.
The history of Baal and the dragon, chapter 1 and verse 32. And in the den there were 7 lions, and they had given them every day 2 carcasses and 2 sheep, which then were not given to them, to the intent they might devour Daniel. Now there was in Jewry a prophet called Habakkuk, who had made pottage and had broken bread in a bowl.
So you had one prophet in a lion's den in a tough situation. You had another prophet, his brother, right, cooking in Jewry, man. But watch what the Lord do. Watch how the Most High make a way, man.
And had broken bread in a bowl, and was going into the field for to bring it to the reapers. But the angel of the Lord said unto Habakkuk, Go, carry the dinner that thou hast in Babylon unto Daniel,
Right.
who was in the lion's den. And Habakkuk said, Lord, I never saw Babylon.
Lord, I never even been there. Right. How I'm gonna go get, first, I ain't never been there, and I ain't gonna know where he at. You feel me? Go ahead, Ark.
And Habakkuk said, Lord, I never saw Babylon. neither do I know where the den is. Then the angel of the Lord took him by the crown and bare him by the hair of his head, and through the vehemency of his spirit set him in Babylon over the den.
Come on, man.
Right, teleportation.
Yup.
In so many words. Let him teleport. Boop. And put him in the den, bro. Right there. Show you the power of the Lord, man. That is so powerful, brother. Come on.
That's a miracle, right?
Yeah. You got it, brother. Keep reading on it,
And Habakkuk cried, saying, O Daniel, Daniel, take the dinner which the Most High has sent thee. And Daniel said, Thou hast remembered me, O power.
Man.
Neither hast thou forsaken them that seek thee and love thee.
Man.
So Daniel arose and did eat, and the angel of the Lord set Habakkuk in his own place again immediately.
Bro, check that out, bro. You feel me? If that ain't the mercy and power of Yahweh, what else is, man? Now, a brother, you might be in a concentration camp. They might have you up in there, you next to get tortured. The Most High could send a brother, John Allah, go to California and break this brother out. Lord, I ain't never even been to Cali.
never been there.
You feel me? I ain't never been there, Lord. Well, shit, the angel could take that brother. No, is that far-fetched? No, we just read it. This not Harry Potter we reading, bro. This actually happened.
Right.
This actually happened. He can take this brother to go to wherever that brother at to take him out of jail, man. Or whatever it is, to feed him. Say a brother, his family, starving, because they hiding out. You know, the Most High can have another brother or ravens to bring food there to feed that man. But the point is, we have to believe that these things can happen to us. Get Romans 15:4 real quick, dog. Kind of bring it out, dog.
Yeah, man, because, you know, being a servant of the Lord is not easy, man. All right, and I have an example of the prophet Jeremiah and how he was treated by 2/3 of Israel, man. This is Jeremiah chapter 38 and verse 6. It says, Then took they Jeremiah and cast him into the dungeon of Malachi, the son of Ahimelech, that was in the court of the prison. So they threw Jeremiah in a dungeon, man, in the prison, right? It says, and they let down Jeremiah with cords. And in the dungeon, there was no water but mire. So Jeremiah sunk in the mire. So this man was sunk in a damn dirty dungeon, man. Okay? It says, now when Ebed-Melech, when Ebed-Melech the Ethiopian, one of the eunuchs, which was in the king's house, heard that they had put Jeremiah in the dungeon, the king then sitting in the gate of Benjamin, Ebed-Melech went forth out of the king's house and spake to the king, saying, My lord the king, these men have done evil in all that they have done to Jeremiah the prophet, whom they have cast into the dungeon, and he is like to die for hunger in the place where he is, for there is no more bread in the city. So these niggas threw Jeremiah in the dungeon and starved him out, man. About to kill him, man. He had no food, no water, bro. And you might get put in a situation like that, man.
Right.
All right? And look, you better believe Jeremiah's faith was tested in that time, man.
Right.
Starving, not eating, you like, goddamn, Lord, you know. Somebody come do something, man. But he was tried, man. Right? So it says, then the king commanded Ebed-Melech the Ethiopian, saying, Take from hence 30 men with thee, and take up Jeremiah the prophet out of the dungeon before he die. So Ebed-Melech took the men with him and went into the house of the king under treasury, and took thence old cast clouts and old riding rags, and let them down by cords into the dungeon to Jeremiah. And Ebed-Melech the Ethiopian said unto Jeremiah, putting out these old putting out these old cast clouts and riding rags under thine armholes, under the cords, and Jeremiah did so. So they drew up Jeremiah with cords and took him out of the dungeon, and Jeremiah remained in the court of the prison. So he got delivered, man. After a man saw him being treated wrong, he went and told the king, man. Like, look, they're doing him wrong, man. He about to die. So the Lord had it to where the king commanded 30 men to go down there and get Jeremiah out that dungeon, man, because he was finna fucking die of hunger, man. So anything can happen, bro. All right, but look, Jeremiah didn't lose his faith. All right, or you go read the whole account, man. He stayed diligent in YAHAWASHI, and he kept that same message of, look, a Nebuchadnezzar about to come and fuck y'all niggas up.
Right.
Take it how you want to take it, but y'all about to go down, man.
Right.
That's why he was in that dungeon fucker. He was telling the truth, bro. Telling them niggas to repent. They didn't want to get right, man. He's like, okay, well, look, Nebuchadnezzar's gonna come. Y'all niggas gonna die. Some of y'all gonna go to Babylon. And that's that. They ain't want to hear that, man. So they try to kill him, man. You got it, brother.
Right. Ain't nothing different from us, man. We coming into that time too. You know, we gonna have our what is said, that our temptation, and we gonna get thrown into prisons. We shall be tried, and you see. But what the Lord says, Sirach, what, 4:28, strive for the truth unto
death.
Real quick, real quick. Strive for the truth, and we'll get that brother precept. Strive for the truth unto death, man. You see? Strive for the truth. Because, hey, why did the man go see Jeremiah and then go get the people to help bring him out? Don't the scripture say man's goings are of the Lord? So who ultimately went save Jeremiah out of there, man? Yahawah, man. Bring that out real quick, all right?
This is Sirach 4:28. It says, strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee.
Strive for the truth unto death, man. Unto death. And the Lord gonna fight for you. You might not see death if you continue to strive. Hey, go ahead, I'll bring out what you had. But these things we have to believe in, man.
This is Luke chapter 1 and verse 37. For with the Most High, nothing shall be impossible. You know, just going into, man, you know, these people in the world, they put the Most High power in a box, man.
Right.
Okay, and try to limit the Most High, limit His Son. Okay, but through all things, through the Most High, man, nothing is impossible, man. Okay, so like just like the Most High had that angel teleport Habakkuk to Daniel, man, it's gonna be much more miracles going on during this time of destruction, man. All right, during this time of great famine and pestilence, man, and a whole bunch of fucking death out here, man. Okay. These people out here, all they doing is relying on guns and shit, man. All right, look like what going on over there in Virginia, man. Right. You got all them people over there that rely on that sword so heavily, they out there protesting, man. All right, but the men of the Lord, we're not doing no damn protesting, man. All right, we waiting on YAHAWASHI to deliver us in this time of destruction, man.
Right.
That's right.
Okay? Right. And that's beautiful. That remind me of that account in Judah. You feel me? When the leaders, they was tripping, they was like, man, fuck, man, you know? Because the nations cut off the water, and they tripping. You had to have Judah come up and they're like, bro, chill, if the Most High want to give us over, let him. Hey, matter of fact, let's Judah 8 and start at 13, man. Right. But the Most High do what he want. You said we is in jail. You like, dang, Lord, you said you was going to save us. See, I read the scripture and said, you know, I'm going to deliver you. I read the account of Peter. But what the scripture said, be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. You know? Now, again, it's easier said than done, but somebody got to put on as the elect. Right. Somebody got to put on, man. We have to believe so much that we know it, man. You got to, believe so much. Brothers up here, we believe YAHAWASHI gonna come back, so we know he gonna come back. You see? Elijah, if he didn't believe, he wouldn't have called fire from heaven. He believed that much and it happened, man. You see? So we have to believe, bro. Believe in these things, man. You can get that real quick out.
Judah 8 and 13, it says, and now try the Lord Almighty, but ye shall never know anything. Verse 14, it says, for ye cannot find the depth of the heart of man.
Right, I can't tell this man, I know what you're thinking in your mind. I can't tell him that. Right. He can't tell me what I'm thinking.
Neither can ye perceive the things that he thinketh. Then how can ye search out the Most High, that have made all these things, and know his mind, or comprehend his purpose? Nay, my brethren, provoke not the Lord our power to anger. Verse 15, for if he will not help us within these 5 days, he have power to defend us when he will.
When he will. Read that again. I guess.
So like Judah 8 and 15, for he will not help us within these 5 days. He have power to defend us when he will.
Right. So if he don't help you when you want him to help you, he gonna help you when he wants to, when he ready, man. The point is patience, man. You see? You know? And that's why the Lord allows certain brothers to go through different things now in this time, to build us up for that. Brothers go do different things. Brothers be tempted with different obstacles and scenarios, man. Brothers might be worse than the other. Why? Because he can go through that, the other brother can't. You know? So we all gonna be tempted with our measure, but then again, we can't put the Most High in the box, man. We can't read that next verse.
Con, it says, Judith 8:15, it says, even every day or to destroy us before our enemies. Verse 16, Judith 8:16, do not bind the counsels of the Lord, our power, for the Most High is not as man.
Do not bind. When you bind something, right, what you do? You tie it up, right? You put it together, or in other words, in the box. Do not put the Most High in the box.
Limit.
You can't limit the Most High, man. From the top again, YAHAWAH Qadash.
Judith 8:16, do not bind the counsels of the Lord our power.
Don't bind them, man. Don't put the Most High in the box.
Right.
You might be in a situation you like, bro. You feel me?
No way.
How the fuck I'm gonna get out of this?
Right.
How the fuck I'm gonna get out of this? Don't bind the counsel of the. Hey, it said when Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in Psalms 3, all the children that was in the fire, it said the angel of the Lord, which was YAHAWASHI, he came down and smote the fire and it became cool.
Right.
It became cool in the furnace.
Right.
How can that happen? What man can do that? You see? But Yahweh, man. Don't bind the counsel of the Most High. Don't put the Most High in the box, man. You know? You can continue on that real quick.
8:16, it says, do not bind the counsels of the Lord our power, for the Most High is not as man, that he may be threatened.
Right.
Neither is he as the Son of Man, that he should be wavering.
Right. He said it's written that he gonna save us, right? You feel me? Like Judith said, well, when he will, man. Hey, that's gonna be the make your miracle that much more better. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
That's gonna make your miracle that much more better, man. You can bring over that brother.
You know what, brother? Start at verse 35.
Okay. This is Psalms chapter 78 and verse 35.
Right, and I bring this up because, you know, some brothers are speaking about how people limit the Most High and put them inside the box. That's the same thing niggas was doing back in the wilderness, man. All right, 2/3 rebellious blockhead niggas was doing that to the Most High in the wilderness, man. Crying and murmuring. All right, so I'll read that, brother.
This is Psalms chapter 78 and verse 35. And they remembered that the Most High was their rock and the high power their redeemer. Nevertheless, they did flatter him with their mouth, and they lied unto him with their tongue.
Right, a bunch of lip service. Oh, we're gonna do this, right? We're gonna do that, right? Oh Lord, we love you, Lord. A bunch of lip service, man. But they really didn't believe in Yahweh, man. Right, keep reading there, brother.
For their heart was not right with him, neither were they steadfast in his covenant. But he, being full of compassion, forgave their iniquity. And
The Lord still had mercy on them niggas, man. They didn't even believe in him.
right.
Showing the Most High is a God of compassion, man, and kindness. All right. But niggas, they ain't nothing to a nigga, man. So that's a nigga mindset. Keep reading there, brother.
But he, being full of compassion, forgave their iniquity and destroyed them not. Yea, many a time turned he his anger away and did not stir up all his wrath. Verse 39, for he remembered that they were but flesh, a wind that passeth away and cometh not again. How oft did they provoke him in the wilderness and grieve him in the desert? Yea, they turned back and tempted the Most High and limited the Holy One of Israel.
Jake limited the Holy One of Israel. Oh, God can't do that. Oh, no, he ain't gonna do that. Oh, no, we can go back to Egypt, bro. That's them limiting the Most High, man. Saying what he can't do, right? When Pharaoh and his army came behind us, man, as we were leaving, they're ready to get Moses, man. Like, Moses, look, you brought us all the way out here to kill us, man. When we told you to leave us in Egypt, because they didn't believe that the Most High could work a miracle, man. Limiting the Most High, they were getting hungry, getting thirsty. Oh, Moses, we tired. Oh, we ain't had nothing to drink yet, man. I said, the Most High just had split the goddamn sea open for you, nigga.
Right.
Said 10 plagues, did all these things, but he can't get you no water, man.
Right.
And no food. But that's how a nigga forget the Most High that quick, man. That's why nigga made a golden calf. In 1 month, you forget the power of YAHAWASHI in 1 damn month, man. Somebody, look, Aaron, make these gods, and we're gonna give all praise to these gods, man. I feast to some damn idols, man. But that's Jake limited to the Most High as if he can't come through for you, man. Having that mindset is gonna get you destroyed, man. It says inside of Rachaaw chapter 2, he that don't believe, in so many words, won't be defended, man.
Yeah, but not only that, even, you know, because they knew the history,
Right.
you know, they knew their heritage. Abraham defeated 5 kings with a handful of men.
Right.
You know, so they just totally just, you know, was dealing in the flesh. Why didn't they say, well, shit, let's fight?
Right.
Our forefather, he took down 5 kings. You know, they had armies, but they don't, like Jake today, Jake don't think in the realm of the spirit, in the realm of our kingdom. You know, the Lord was taking them out of Egypt to set them up a kingdom in a land of their own. Right. Jake don't think like that. Jake, like we say, how we put it, have a rulership mentality. Right. But really Jake need to be kingdom minded, because this is the kingdom. YAHAWASHI is establishing his kingdom, and it's in the spirit. Jake is slave minded. And when you slave minded, you think in defeat. You think in failure. You think in being conquered instead of conquering. Abraham went and he went in there to get Lot. He said, fuck it. He didn't have no soldiers. He took his servants and said, let's go get Lot and my people.
Right.
And he had a rulership mentality and went and did it. How? On the strength of YAHAWASHI. Our people forget. You know? You get all frustrated and flustered because your rent due and you ain't got it. That's minute.
Right.
You know? The Most High fixing to bring real temptation, real plagues upon this earth. If you can't deal with rent, you out of there, man. You gonna be in that line for that chip. Go ahead, brother.
Like the other saying, man, that's the separation between the ones who truly believe on the Heavenly Father, YAHAWASHI, and the ones who don't. They don't believe in the spiritual. What Elisha's servant said, man, shit, what we gonna do when the armies come past them roundabout, right? Elisha said, shit, it be more that be with us than that be with them. Now at the time, Elisha, he ain't, you know what I mean? They was invisible. But he prayed to the Lord that his servant could see him. And then they were shown. But the point is, he believed before they were shown, man. He didn't have to, he had faith. The substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen, man. And we in that same lot today.
Right, where Elisha's song is that his servant didn't see him. So he prays that, look, his servant can open up his eyes so that he can see all the chariots that was around about, because Elisha already knew what was up. He was chilling.
What was his name? Gehazi?
Yeah, he was chilling, but his servant was the one panicking because he didn't know, man. But Elisha was in full faith. You got to go.
Hey, and I'm glad the brother said that, because we know too. Why? Because we get that, bring it out.
Romans 15:4, it reads, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning. It's Romans 15:4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
Now, this whole time through the Spirit, we've been going into different accounts that was written full time. Different miracles that the Lord did. Different examples, right? Now I was going to tell you why they was written for our learning, right? We see King David was saved from his enemies. We seen they was taken out of the, Daniel out the lion's den, the 3 out of the fire. You know, we see Elisha knew he had protection around him, right? Without everybody else seeing it. Those things were written for our learning. Why?
Verse 4, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
We seen what the Most High did for them aforetime. So now we read it, oh, damn, he did that. He did this. So in these times, we gonna have hope that the same thing can happen for us. Sirach 2:10, the same thing can happen for us, man. You know? So ain't nothing different. What the scripture says, I'm YAHAWAH, change not, right? So he go save them then. Let us read about and believe in it, but just leave us hanging now. Just like the brother Zainata just mentioned. The Most High got you through the plagues in Egypt, let you survive through the Passover, but let you walk out of Egypt to get you all the way up into the border of the water just to let you die? No, man. He ain't gonna get you that far just to leave you hanging. He ain't gonna get us this far just to leave us hanging, man.
Sirach 2 and 10, it says, look at the generations of old.
How you look at the generations of old? How can we go into a time machine, really see King David and them fight like, damn, he did have them hands. Right. But we gonna do that in the kingdom though, you know? Can you really go see Samson them swinging? Swinging is the jawbone of an ass, killing 1,000 Philistines? We can't go back in the time, but how we go back in the time, we read about it, man. Right. Hey, like the Apostle Gabar always going to, where there is no vision, the people perish. When we reading, we gotta envision that, man. We gotta see it, you know? And that shit, I had to correct myself, because I get into times I started reading fast, but I had to start slowing down. Shit, read and really envision what I'm reading. You get into it that much more, man. You see? Like, oh shit, the Most High, cold, man. Right. You know what I mean? Damn, YAHAWASHI, man, come on, man. You get into it. You feel it. What YAHAWASHI said. Search the scriptures, because in them, you think you have eternal life, man. We searching it, and we feeling it. It's a different spirit when you really get into it, man. You being intimate with Sophia, in other words, man.
Right. Sirach 2 and 10, look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded?
Right.
Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken?
Right.
Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
Now, what would you think that answer would be? Right? Name somebody that the Most High just said, right, fuck you. I know you did my will. I know you fear me, but I don't know, because you wear Nike with Adidas. You feel me? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. You got something out?
Yeah.
Come on.
Just going back into the history, you know, going into the wilderness, man. All right, when the Most High was leading Israel through the wilderness with the chariots, man, and two-thirds Jake was in there bugging out, man. All right, crying and whining to Moses. All right, constantly losing faith to the Most High. Most High wanting to go back to Egypt. Okay. And we're going to, you know, spiritually, you know, well, physically and spiritually, we're going to go through that, man.
That's right, bro.
All right, during this time of destruction, the time of Jacob's trouble, you know, we might be out there in the wilderness, man. All right, whether you on concrete, all right, or you in a prison cell, all right, or whether you might be in the damn mountains, all right, Lord, you know, we don't know where we're going to be at, man.
That's right,
all right, but the Lord is going to protect us, you know, through anything that we go through, man. Okay, but this is Exodus chapter 15. In verse 22, so Moses brought Israel from the Red Sea, and they went out into the wilderness of Shur, and they went 3 days in the wilderness and found no water. You know, these are accounts that can actually play out to the men of the Lord, man.
Right.
All right, you're not having no water, man. All right.
And a good point to make too, because YAHAWASHI said it's gonna be a time like never before. Right? So how do the Most High always up something? You feel me? Who would have thought Israel would have just walked out of Egypt? But the Most High, he up there by splitting the sea. So if we gonna be in a time like never before, we gonna be in situations like never before, man. You know, so we gotta believe that the Most High go do things that the world haven't seen yet, man. Right. Go ahead,
And verse 23, and when they came to Marah, they could not drink of the waters of Marah, for they were bitter. Therefore the name of it was called Marah. And the people murmured against Moses, saying, what shall we drink? And he cried unto the Lord YAHAWAH, and the Lord YAHAWAH showed him a tree, which when he had cast into the waters were made sweet. There he made for them a statute and an ordinance, and there he proved them. Okay, and the scripture, while you know, the people was crying unto Moses, Moses cried and prayed unto the Lord, man. Woo. Okay, so in our time of despair, all right, we don't need to be fucking bugging out and cussing and stomping our feet, man. We need to pray to the Most High to deliver us out of them situations, man. Okay. And then in verse 26 it said, if thou wilt diligently hearken to the voice of the Lord Yahweh thy power, and will do that which is right in his sight, and will give ear to his commandments, and keep all his statutes, I will put none of these diseases upon thee, which I have brought upon the Egyptians, for I am the Lord Yahweh that healeth thee. And you know what you got going on right now, man, with the coronavirus, man. All right, more diseases coming to Egypt, man. All right, which we in Egypt now, man. We in spiritual Egypt now, man. All right, which is Babylon, man. All right, and the men of the Lord ain't gonna be receiving these plagues, man. Okay, these plagues gonna be shrugged right off our shoulders, man. All right, whether it's frogs and locusts. All right, you might have a whole bunch of locusts plaguing these people, and you walking straight through them, man.
Right.
No fucking bug spray or any of that survivalist bullshit, man. Okay, so we gotta put our faith in YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, man.
Yeah, East Africa getting hit with them locusts right now. You know? Yeah, brother. There's plagues around the world, man. Oh, you got.
And these things to remember, man. That's why, Isaiah 33:6, right? Romans 15:4, things like that is what we gonna have to remember during Jacob's trouble, man. Now, you know, scriptures like, what's the breakdown of Genesis 1:1? I mean, if you want to think about that during Jacob's trouble to get you through, that's cool. Yeah, Yahweh may have, the powers may have it on earth, but we're going to need these faith scriptures, man, to think about. That's what's going to keep us stable, man. You see? Examples, accounts going to keep us stable, man.
Right.
You know? Knowing when shit, so-and-so in this AD, that's cool. That's a blessing that Yahweh bless you with the history and all this, but where the faith at? Because, hey, what we was talking about last week, we're going to have to execute faith.
Right.
Abraham could have easily said, well, Yahweh, I believe in you. Kill your sons. I don't know.
Right.
He ain't execute. You really didn't believe. There's different examples we can go into, man. You see? So we can read these things, know all these type of breakdowns in history, but when it's time to really execute faith, will you have it? Well, shit, will we have it? Salakia, will we have it, man? That's why it's so important to eat now, man. Eat now, man. Look at these things that was written in. Because we gonna have to be put in worse situations than what happened then. YAHAWASHI ain't just say that just to be bullshitting. He ain't say we gonna be in situations like never before, but he was bullshitting with you. You know? No, man. Let's get that Psalm 91, man. We gonna be in the midst of Jacob's trouble. Yeah.
Now, just real quick, the brother was mentioning the time of Jacob's trouble. Right now, we in the time of what they say in peace and safety. Like the mindset of everybody is like everything cool, everything gonna be all right. But we coming into a time where the Most High is gonna put his terror upon everybody. And what's gonna be our defense is the faith.
Faith.
In the Most High. The Most High is not gonna protect us if we don't have faith. And how do we show our faith? By our works. So if we're not applying our faith right now, like the elder brother was saying, then you're not gonna make it in that time. And then you're gonna get weak. Your faith is gonna fail you, and you're gonna take the mark of the beast because you're no longer gonna trust in Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahawashi. You're gonna put your faith in Egypt, in Esau. You know what I'm saying?
That's fire, bro. Hey, we know how they say in the world, practice makes perfect, right? Well, this practice right now. Jacob's trouble, that's game time.
Right.
The clock started. We in the scrimmage and the warm-ups right now, doing the little high knees and, you know, running the routes, basketball, the layup drill. This practice, man, this practice. And practicing what? Faith. Now, this brother the Most High might have his brother go through a situation. He want to see how he react. The brother might lose a job. The Most High go, well, shit, you think I'm going to get you a better one or what? You going to start tripping or what? You see? So this is the time we practice. So in that time, it can be made perfect, not through our will, but Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahawashi will, man. We practicing right now, man, so we can be perfect in that time. You know? You see? And just like the brother said, you can't just say you have faith. I believe in the Lord, but when the famine coming, you get hungry. You ain't, you know what I mean? You looking for food. The stars ain't got no food, but you see a big sign that say FEMA. You see they eating over there behind the fence. You know what I mean? What you gonna say? Well, shit, I know I'm Israelite. You know, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahawashi, but I'm hungry. Daddy, you need some food, Daddy, I'm hungry. Your kid's hungry now. Your woman hungry now. She gonna have that Job wife spirit on her.
Right.
You see? Now what you gonna do is you gonna apply faith, you gonna execute what? What you gonna do? But if you really believe in YAHAWASHI, you really have faith, shit, hey, we ain't going over there, bro. Shit, the Lord gonna feed us, you know, and we brothers been bringing out accounts all night. That's executing faith, man. That's really practicing what you preach, right? Because we about to go into Psalms 91, bro. We gonna be in the midst of Jacob's trouble, bro. You know, we gonna be in the midst of
it. Give me that, get that Jones 2. Start about 16. You know, but this is the real deal right here, man. Brother speaking on faith. Hey, if your faith is, if it ain't there, man, you gonna be out of there. We coming. The time of Jacob's trouble is the time of the faith of the saints, because that's the only one who gon' in America. They're the only ones who gonna survive. They the only ones who gonna get up out of here. You know. So who got that?
Yeah, I got it. James
Bring
2 and
that up,
16.
Make it start up a little bit, but right out there.
Okay. This is James chapter 2 and verse 12. Verse 13. James chapter 2 and verse 13. For he shall have judgment without mercy, that hath showed no mercy, and mercy rejoiceth against judgment. What doth it profit, my brethren, though a man say he have faith and have no works, can faith save him?
So the man say, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. So if a man say he have faith and have not works, man, bring that out one more time out.
Come. What do it profit, my brethren, though a man say he has faith and have no works, can faith save him?
Right, can faith save him? If you don't have works, you just, like the brother who was going into that, just lip service. Brother was just speaking on that. That's, even the Lord say, you know, he quoted Isaiah. He said Isaiah has said well of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Because with your mouth, you show all kind of love, but your heart is so far removed from YAHAWASHI, it's ridiculous. See, Jake, 2/3 of our people, their heart is squarely placed in this world, you know. Get there, it's in Luke, it speaks about when the Lord returns, shall he find faith? You know? So, right, the majority of our people, their heart is in this world. Their heart is with the rulers of this world. You understand? I spoke about that kingdom mentality that the majority of our people don't have. Our people have that slave mentality. You know? So go ahead, brother.
James chapter 2 and verse 14. What doth it profit, my brethren, though a man say he hath faith and have not works, can faith save him?
Because the brother's going into how, you know, if you ever play any sports, you don't just go out there on the field or on the court. You ain't gonna, if you're going out there unprepared, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose horribly, you know? So this is us getting ready for the big show, the big game, which is coming up here very shortly. Brother speaking about the plagues, man, the plagues are everywhere. You know, spoke about the locusts in Africa, the fires in Australia, this virus that's coming out of China, wherever. Where are all this shit coming out of China? What would they call SARS or the birth? No, back in the day.
Oh, SARS.
All this shit coming out of China. You know what I'm saying? But right, this is to punish the wicked.
Right.
But go ahead, brother.
This is James 2 and 14.
All right.
What doeth it profit, my brethren, though a man say he hath faith and have not works, can faith save him?
Go ahead.
If a brother or sister be naked and destitute of daily food, and one of you say unto them, depart in peace, be ye warm and filled, notwithstanding ye give them not those things which are needful to the body, what doeth it profit?
So James saying, you know, like, hey, if somebody come to you hungry or they need some clothes and you just give them a kind word, is that really helping them?
Right.
You know? you're gonna have to do something. You're gonna have to make some type of an effort to get them what they need. And that speaks to us in our ministry. You know, although we out here prophesying, there should be, our people should see some type of power that's coming from us prophesying. You know, brother speaking about the miracles and this and that, about how the Most High fed his servants. But this is, us coming out here is us feeding the elect of the Most High. This is a miracle.
Right.
The world ain't gonna understand this miracle. Right. Just like we were speaking about how you had Jake back in the day that saw the miracles and still oblivious to the power of the Most High. Right. Oblivious to who YAHAWASHI truly is. Right. So this is a miracle right now. This is the power that we standing out here in our enemy's kingdom, in the streets of his cities, right, prophesying his downfall, telling him he's going into slavery.
That's right.
And edifying and building up the hopeful elect.
Right.
Feeding them, giving them what they need in the spirit. Right. See? These are all works. Right. These works take faith. It takes faith to come out here. Right. So, right, we're not just like these niggas in the pulpit. We ain't just giving you a feel-good speech. Right. You just sow a seed, brother, in the Lord. You know, they going in, but he's sweating and Jerry curl dripping, and all the time, Jake gonna leave the same way they came in. Right. Destitute. Destitute in the spirit. You understand? But see, we giving you the power of the Most High. We're giving you the faith, well, that grace and the faith that comes by hearing. Faith comes by hearing, and this is what we're giving you. Go ahead, brother.
It says, James 2:17, even so faith, if it hath not works, is dead being alone.
Even so, faith, if it had not works, is dead being alone. So you got to go beyond just talking about it. Yeah. You know, you got these keyboard gladiators. You know, they talk big shit on their keyboard. You know, even you got some. I ain't just talking about the scoffers. I'm talking about those who be con, brothers. That's right. But then they not contributing. Right. You know, and everybody, you know, may not be built to come out here and prophesy, but you got some money, do something. You gotta make some type of an effort. Right. You're gonna have to step it up, because faith without works is dead, and those works will prepare you for that hour of temptation. Right. That hour of temptation is gonna hit every man. It say it's gonna try the world, and that world is not cosmos. When you go get that in Revelation real quick. In 2 and 3 and 10. Select.
If I can add, that's like you,
yeah,
that rich young ruler. He said, what should I do to inherit the kingdom? Telling you he believed in the kingdom, but he ain't had the works to, which HAWASHI asked him. You know what I mean?
Right.
He said, get what he didn't have the works. You believed in the kingdom, you mentioned it. You knew about it.
Right.
But you didn't have the works to follow that. That's why he went home sorrowful.
He didn't have the faith. No, he didn't have
that faith.
Yeah, because he said that he been keeping the law from his youth
kept
up.
the law.
But HAWASHI told him that he lacked one thing. He was like, what is that? He said, look, sell all you have and come follow me. That was a test of faith, man. But what he do?
Exactly.
His dad went the other way with his head down because he didn't want to give up his riches and follow the true riches, man. Which HAWASHI is the ultimate treasure, man. So what it was that he lacked was faith, man. Okay? Which you have a lot of guys in Israel who talk about the law, but look at ain't no faith, man.
Exactly. And that's the point, man. We can't just be talk.
Right.
But see, like again, niggas in the world, they see us, they don't understand it, because I heard Sinetta make the comment, y'all just out there just talking, you know, like y'all ain't like, you know, we ain't banging on Esau. Right. You know, like, you know, what you niggas doing? But what we are doing They have to respond. These Edomites have to respond. That's why YouTube got all these guidelines now. They didn't put them guidelines, these new restrictions and all that for black unconsciousness.
Right.
They don't give a fuck about what y'all talking about. Yeah, let's get together. Let's build a community up. We're gonna put schools and we're gonna Umar Johnson.
Right,
You know, we're gonna build a school. We're gonna do this. And Esau ain't worried about that because he got the clout. You want to build a school, you got to go through Esau. But see, this worries him because this don't involve him.
Right.
And the law is saying you got to go to your enemy for the want of all things. That means you want to build a school. That's what you want. You got to go to the devil. But this here, this ain't of that.
Right.
This is of YAHAWAH YAHAWASHI outside of the paradigm that you white boys are used to.
That's right.
And you know you don't have no control over it. So then you got to do all this little sneaky snake-like shit, striking brothers videos. Polite don't get strikes. He got videos shooting the Bible.
Right.
Wow.
You know, at the gun range, he's shooting the scriptures. He did something else. He had a pile of money on the bed or some shit and somebody.
Right, he was praying to him.
That's what he was doing. Seriously. Hey, get that brother to speak.
Yeah. A polite had money on the bed talking about this is God, man. And
That's
he was
what I
praying
thought.
to the money.
Right.
Talking about this is God. That's the only thing like that, basically like that help him out in life is money.
Right.
So, there you have it, man.
See, he was probably that rich young ruler. You know?
If I may add as well, polite, you know, he also told our people to sell their souls to the devil, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't forget that.
Yeah, can't forget that.
Can't forget that. Yeah. But see, they don't get bothered. They can post videos all day long, but so why are they so worried about us preaching from the scriptures, from the Bible? Because this is the power of the Most High, and they know with the power of the Most High comes the kingdom of the Most High, so that means his kingdom has to go.
That's right.
See, this kingdom business right here,
Right.
this is real power. This ain't just talk,
Right.
you know? Because if a brother come up here hungry or he need a few dollars, we'll break him off.
Right.
We'll get him something to eat. We've done it before. I've done it before. But the real help is in the word of the Most High. You understand? So read that real quick, brother.
This is Revelations 3:10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
Right, because you have kept the word of the Most High's patience with me, the word of his suffering. Now, when you read the prophets like Isaiah, for example, it said the burden of the word of the Lord that came to Isaiah.
Right.
See, because there's a burden that comes with the preaching of the gospel. The brothers went into Jeremiah. Right, Jeremiah was put in a dungeon for prophesying. Yeah, get that in Isaiah real quick, just so I don't misquote that. But it always speaks about the burden of the word. But this goes into the keeping the patience. You got it, brother? Go ahead. Just add 1 and 1.
Okay.
Yeah, one.
This Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 1. It says, the vision of Isaiah, the son of Amos, which he saw concerning Judah.
Okay. You know what? Go to 13.
Okay.
13, yeah, and 1.
This Isaiah 13 and verse 1. It says, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah, son of Amos, did see.
Okay, the burden of Babylon.
I know it's
So,
one in Zechariah.
It is?
Okay.
Well, grab that one. Grab that one. That's why I said get it so I don't misquote. So yeah, we're gonna get it right.
It says, this is Zechariah 12 verse 1. The burden of the word of YAHAWAH for Israel, said YAHAWAH, which stretcheth forth the heavens and laid the foundation of the earth, and forming the spirit of man within him.
So it spoke about the burden of the word, the water, brother. That's right on time. So, right, that was given to each and every last one of us that are out here on the highways and byways. We took that cross upon us. We took up that burden.
Right.
So the Most High say, well, because you have kept the word of my patience, you suffered,
Right.
you took on that burden. Read it again, brother.
Revelations 3 and verse 10, it reads,
That's right.
because thou hast kept the word of my patience,
Come on.
I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
So the Most High said he will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. And as I brought out before, that don't mean you gonna be omitted from going through it. That means he's gonna help you just as he helped Elijah, just as he helped King, all of our forefathers. He's gonna be there to comfort you and see you through. Yeah, because that temptation is going to hit every last one of us. But guess what? You 2/3 out there, you ain't going to have no help. Because you didn't want no parts of the Most High's, the word of his patience. So the Most High is going to leave you out there by yourself. You're going to have to fend for yourself. You know, when a pack of homosexual niggas, you know, run up on you, you thought you were big and bad when society was intact. But when all hell breaks loose and society breaks down and these rough faggots roll up on you,
Right.
then what? Or you just come across a pack of mutts, you know? Because a dog, when society breaks down and there ain't no more rules, them dogs, they'll go back to their wild ways.
Right.
You know, they'll go back to them old killer instincts. Because all dogs think is eat. I gotta eat.
Right.
You know?
If I may
Yeah,
add,
brother.
Speaking of the different animals, as the brother mentioned, dogs. You know, it's gonna be different animals too. Cause the Most High gonna put
Yeah.
His spirit in them, and then in that time, the Most High gonna have the spirit of vengeance on you people, man. All right.
Come on, brother.
That's like
Yeah.
you said in Proverbs 1, because you didn't want to hearken when the
Right.
word was going out, now I'm going to laugh at your calamity.
That's
Right,
it.
And I ain't going to help you, you know?
That's it. And I just mentioned dogs, but it could be a pack of rabid squirrels.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Brother said ants. Thinking about the
shit, real
movies, man. Yeah,
Real
ants will fuck you up, man.
Right.
You know? And some people allergic. So yeah. But yeah, the possibilities are endless.
Right.
Most High is the king of terrors. You know? So yeah, brother, continue that.
Revelation 3 and 10, it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world.
Which shall come upon all the world. So the Most High is going to keep his servants in that time of the hour of their temptation. He's not going to let us go through it alone.
Right.
And he's going to see us through it. But that goes back to faith. You must have that faith that he's going to see you through it. So what is that word world, brother, real quick?
This is the word world in Revelation 3 and 10. It's oikoumene in the Greek.
In the Greek, what's the Strong's number?
The Strong's number is G3625, oikoumene. So this is the here outline Bible usage, the inhabited earth.
The inhabited earth. So this hour of temptation is going to hit mankind. Now, what hope do man have? You know? And the scripture tells you, that's in 1 Peter 4, that the righteous shall scarcely be saved. So what hope does the world have when that hour of temptation befalls them? That's why the apostle said it, I said it, these brothers said it. There's going to be a line from here to Timbuktu when it come time to get that mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip. You know? Y'all thought it was a line, or it'd be lines when Black Friday roll around. You ain't seen no line to wait till the chip come out. This mark of the beast. So yeah, brother, was it anything left in there?
It's a little bit more.
Go
It
ahead.
says, which shall come upon all the world.
All the world, oikoumene, all mankind is going to get hit with it because this is going into the time of judgment.
Right.
You see? But the Most High is going to preserve us from it. He's going to. You know? And I'm speaking that in faith.
Right.
Go ahead.
Revelations 3:10. To try them that dwell upon the earth.
To try them that dwell upon the earth. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to befall all mankind, but Israel is the only one that's going to have any hope.
Right.
As Paul stated, hey, as he was a prisoner of hope, we are prisoners of hope. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the water, brother. Yeah, bring that precept.
This, this 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 18. And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall...
Oh, yeah. Jump up a few, brother.
Okay, kind.
Jump up at least one.
This is 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse... I started at 16.
All right.
It says, yet if any man suffer as a Christian...
Beautiful, beautiful. Going into that, keeping the word of the Most High's patience. That's right. Go ahead, I
It says...
read that again.
1 Peter 4 and 16, yet if any man suffer as a Christian, let him not be ashamed. But
Right, there's no need to be ashamed. You know, this world would have you to be ashamed because you serve the Most High.
Right.
But let them, you throw up the horns all day, stick out your tongue,
Right.
and worship Satan, and nobody blinks an eye.
right,
But you know, pray in public. You know, just to yourself. Somebody see you with your eyes closed, and you
down, right.
right, and you just praying to yourself, and they look at you strange.
right.
You know, this world is perverted and corrupt, man. We got to get out of here, man, as Hebrew Israelites.
That's right.
Because serving the Most High is almost against the law here in Babylon. But go ahead, I.
It says, but let him glorify the Most High on this behalf. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High.
Right, judgment, for the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of YAHAWAH Shem YAHAWASHI. Go ahead, I.
And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High?
Exactly. Them who keep not the word of the Most High's patience. You see? Therein is going to be peril, destruction, calamity, ruin,
Right.
woe. You understand? Go ahead, I.
It says, 1 Peter 4 and 18, and if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?
And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? You see? And that's, hey, we already know.
Right.
You gonna appear in that lake of fire.
That's right.
You know? Yeah, bro.
That's a cut to the Christian church. You know,
Uh-huh.
when you go every Sunday, Wednesday, they have revivals once a year. You go from Sunday to Sunday. But they teach you that God hates the sin, but he loves the sinner. The Most High is going to destroy the sinner. And what is sin? Breaking his law. All right? The Israelites, all right? You Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you believe in the doctrine that whatever you do, the Most High gonna forgive you, you're gonna be destroyed, man, because you breaking his law, man.
Right.
Con. And now we're getting back into the works. Because we were reading how faith without works is dead. Well, your keeping of the commandments is your works. See, us being out here, we were commanded to be out here. This ain't an option.
Right.
This is a commandment.
Right.
Why you think the Lord say whoever take his hand from the plow, that he should find no pleasure in that? Will it say his soul should find no pleasure, but But right, because we were commanded to be out here. Especially if you were given the gift of grace to understand and hear this word. You were given the ears to hear. Going back to the parable of the talents. You got a talent to receive and hear this, understand this word, then you got an obligation to come out here and preach this gospel. Or at least help, like he told that wicked servant. Thou should at least went to the exchangers, like go out there and help somebody that's preaching, you know? But that's unacceptable, just to have a talent and bury it. Not use the gift that the Most High gave you.
Right.
You know? Yeah, brother.
Right. If I may add, YAHAWASHI is our ultimate role model in this truth, because YAHAWASHI mindset was, I gotta I'm about my Father's business. Right. Now, when you have a business, you want your business to gain profit. You're not in business to lose money. The same concept applies to this truth. The Most High is about building up the elect, so in due time the elect will be delivered. If you're not helping build up the brothers in the house of Israel, then you're losing. You're a bad asset to the Most High's business, and he got to destroy you. Just like Esau. Esau is a bad asset and a bad manager to the world. He got to be destroyed. So that applies to the Israelites, man. And mainly to us that know the truth. All right? How much more us that's been given this gift of faith, and if we abuse it and not use it, the Most High is going to count that as disrespect, man.
Right. Exactly. That's beautiful, brother. Hey, because the last thing you want to be is a liability.
Right. That's what I was
like the brother. Yeah, come on, brother. You want to be an asset.
Right.
You know, a profitable servant. That's what the Lord called. He said, well done, thou good and profitable. No, faithful. But he called the wicked one, he called him an unprofitable servant. He became a liability.
Right.
Most High gave you a gift. That gift is for you to glorify and praise the Most High by preaching this gospel. So he had possibly that one servant who didn't do anything with his talent, he may have had faith, but didn't put them works out. Right. He didn't do any work. So yeah, did you find it, brother?
No.
Okay, what you got?
It was just a little bit more on that. The 1 Peter 4:19, it says, wherefore let them that suffer according to the will of the Most High commit the keeping of their souls to him in well-doing as unto a faithful creator. So just going back into what the elder was mentioning about keeping our soul and our mind in this truth, man. All right? So we can be an asset and not a liability to this truth, man. So we can help build up the house of Israel so we can be delivered, man. All right? And you do that, the keeping of your soul through constantly living in this truth, man. Reading, praying, different profitable things in the spirit, man. All right? That's how you keep your soul.
Was there any more left in James?
James 2.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Even like, you know, a lot of people say, well, I ain't got the lot of a prophet, so I don't have to go out. You see, brothers come out and listen. You know, even if you don't think the Lord got you prophesying, brothers still come out here and listen. It don't change nothing, man. You know, brothers faith following. You know, they not up here speaking, but they listening though. They giving their time for the Lord, man.
They go into giving a cup of water in the name of a prophet. You just can't come up here and just give a cup of water and say you thirsty. You got to give a cup of water in the belief that these are the men of the Lord that has been sent from YAHAWASHI.
He said in the name of a prophet.
That's faith. Yeah, in the name of a prophet. Yeah.
Right, can I say something real fast, brother? Yeah, man. Like, this reminds me of the guy on my job, man. Okay? Jake just continued being an Israelite.
Yeah,
now,
you got some Jake like that.
Right. Now he claimed that he ain't no prophet. But he always trying to tell people about the truth. Always telling me that he's deep, right?
Come on. Okay, all right.
Hey, look, I talked to him about certain things. He's like, brother, I'm deep. I'm like, so why you don't teach them the highways and the byways? Man, I'm trying to learn everything before I go out there. I said, brother, but you always tell people about the truth.
Exactly.
But then he say, but Abraham didn't, you know what I'm saying, go out and prophesy. I said, brother, you can't keep using Abraham as if Abraham was some suck-ass nigga that wasn't doing the Lord's work, man.
Right.
Nigga, you not Abraham, bro.
Right.
What the hell wrong with you?
And who is he gonna prophesy to?
Right.
Mosiah took him to the wilderness, you know, away from his people, you know. But yeah, you
Yeah,
go
yeah,
ahead,
yeah,
bro.
man. I'm like, bro, like I said, look, brother, Abraham was, look, that was in the beginning, bro. Right. He our father, man. It wasn't his job to go out and prophesy. YAHAWASHI told us to go prophesy, man.
Right.
Right.
But he said, you know, well, I feel like I ain't no prophet now, brother. What you is, you that servant that the brother about to read about, who so-called got knowledge, but don't want to come out on the highways and the byways and put it in the work, man.
Right.
Or bringing up Abraham to my Abraham just was chosen. So, nigga, no. That's you making an excuse for not coming out on the highways and the byways, man. And the Lord gonna get you for that.
And last week you spoke on that Great Commission. That was the commandment.
Right.
To go out and prophesy. That was the commandment, right? The Lord wasn't, he wasn't just mentioning it, just, you know, if you feel like it, or, you know, you get time, you get around to it. No. He say, go ye out, like this is this is the kingdom. When the king say something, man, you know, you got to get that mindset.
Right.
Because we going to be kings.
Right.
And brother, how you look, and you let your subjects, if you say something, or give a command and they do the opposite, or they sit there and don't do what you say. You know, when the Lord say something, that's why he got mad and said, why callest thou me Lord, and you don't do what I tell you to do?
Right.
Or what I say, I'm paraphrasing, but yeah, that's, and these Christians all day long, they are the worst. Oh, Lord this, Lord that, and Jesus, and I'm blessed and highly favored. I know I'm saved, but don't do one thing written in this book. They eating pork, shrimp, po' boys, they committing adultery.
Right.
What else they big on? You name it, it was something else. But anyway, right, that's what the Lord say, why callest thou me Lord and do not the things that I say?
Right.
You understand? Because you're not a part of the kingdom. See, we doing what the Lord say because he commands us, because we are of his kingdom. We are his humble servants, his subjects.
Right.
We are subject to this word. And YAHAWASHI is the word, so we are his subjects. We are under his rule.
Right.
So we're gonna do the best to keep his, that's why he said again, well, not again, but that's why he said also, man shall not live by bread alone, but by what? By every word. So yeah, well, what about that? Abraham and bro, you better be worried about YAHAWASHI. You know? You better be worried about YAHAWASHI, because we are to live by every word. And again, that brother spoke on that Great Commission. The Lord say, go ye out among all nations. And that's why nigga, I always say, why y'all ain't in the hood? Because all nations ain't in the hood.
Right.
You come downtown, you see Moab, you see Ishmael, you see Jake, all nations. So that makes our job easier. We can hit this your one-stop shop downtown. 'Cause you got all races, creeds, and kindreds and tongues that come through here.
Marketplace.
Exactly. It's the Angora.
Can I say something, brother? Yeah, and then,
Yeah.
also, this guy told me that I need to watch GMS, because GMS got the truth. I said, no shit. As if, you know, because he didn't know at first that, you know, they're like I teach and everything. So he said about the apostle and all this. But I'm saying in my mind, I said, only if you knew the men in Great Millstone and what they're about, nigga, you won't be talking how you talking, man. Because we men about doing the work of the Lord, man. Okay, ain't no damn, look, we're not looking for no fans,
Straight up.
no fucking cheerleaders, fuck that, man. We looking for the Lord's elect, man, okay?
Come.
And you bumping your guns about the apostles and they got the truth and all that, nigga ain't paying no tithes or nothing, man. Just fucking cheerleaders,
Yeah,
man.
see, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna let you break that down, man. That parable.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, bro. But then I told him, I'm like, look, brother. I had put him to the side, like, look, brother, look. I've been out on the highways and byways since 2014, prophesied here in GMS Houston, man. I said, we go out every Friday at 6 o'clock. Come out there. He said, man, we'll come out there. Where the fuck this nigga at, man? Nowhere to be seen because Jacob's all about lip service, man. But he always tell me, but I'm deep, I got precepts. I don't want to hear that shit, man. To my Sabbath Friday to Saturday. Great Millstone don't teach that. Show me that you ain't got no understanding, but you claim that you deep, man.
Right. Don't teach that.
Come on, man. But see,
Hey, is he young? Is he a young cat?
No. Jake like in his late 30s, man. Off from New Orleans, man. Talking about round. Nah, man. Don't come with that round shit, man. Humble down, man. But see, Jake got a lot of pride, bro.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, bring that out. I'm gonna let Zayna break that down.
Con, this is Matthew 25:14. It says, "For the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country, who called his own servants and delivered unto them his goods."
Right, we are those servants that have the goods, man. What's the goods? This understanding. All right, and YAHAWASHI, he is the one that's in the heavens, right? He's so-called taking us for a journey, and he gave us a command. Right, keep reading there, brother.
Verse 15. It says, "And unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1."
Right, he gave different brothers different gifts, man. Some brothers got a larger portion than other brothers, man. But nevertheless, you got a gift, man. Right. Paul said, YAHAWASHI led captivity captive and gave gifts unto men. Right. So each brother got their, you know what I'm saying, a certain particular gift, man. All right, this is parabolic speaking. Keep reading, brother.
Verse 15, Matthew 25:15, it says, "To every man according to his several ability."
Right, according to your ability, the Lord blessed you, man. Right. And gave you a portion of the Spirit, man. Okay? Now, everybody, you know what I'm saying, like is to be a prophet, but YAHAWASHI in this particular verse, he's talking about being a prophet, man. Okay, a servant of his, teaching out on the highways and the byways, man. He's specifically talking about that. Right, so keep reading, brother.
Matthew 25:15, it says, "And straightway took his journey." Verse 16, "Then he had received the 5 talents, went and traded with the same."
Right?
And made them other 5 talents.
So the Lord gave this brother that particular gift, man. And he went out and spread that gift out to others, man. Right. As an exchanger, man. But this is parabolic speaking for him going out, teaching the word, man. Preaching unto brothers and sisters, all right, about YAHAWASHI, man. And gaining, all right? He gained, man, by going out preaching the word, bro. Right, YAHAWASHI told Peter and them, look, I'm gonna make you fishers of men. That's what he's doing, man. Right, keep reading, brother.
Matthew 25:17, "And likewise he that had received 2, he also gained other 2."
Right, he went and put that work in, man. Right, keep reading, brother.
Verse 18.
Precept real quick about the exchanging.
Come.
The exchanging. We're going into the preaching of the word. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 1. It says, "Thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Hamashiach YAHAWASHI, and the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men who shall be able to teach others also."
Right, you got it, brother.
No, just as the brother going into. That's the whole purpose. The Most High is building up the elect. He has set up men with particular gifts to go teach other men, so they will be built up in the spirit and be able to go teach other men. That's the exchanging the wisdom and knowledge, and that's the building of the kingdom, man.
Right. And I hope that guy watched this video, man, so that he can know, man, that I'm talking about you, my player.
Yeah.
Because all that damn bumping your gums and all that shalom, brother, you know what I'm saying, YAHAWASHI, man, look, bro, that's a fucking act you putting on, man. Who the hell you think you fooling, bro? We seen guys like you before, man. All that fucking lip service, this, that, and the third. Talking about Esau at work, 2/3, just all kind of shit, man.
Yeah, it get on your nerves after
man.
a while, man.
Come on, bro. But you not doing nothing, man. So come on, brother, you got it.
Verse 18, Matthew 25:18, "But he that had received 1 went and digged in the earth."
Right. this guy received the talent. This nigga went and digged in the earth, man. And in other words, he just sat on his talent, man. Didn't do a damn thing. Right? You got it, brother.
It says, and hid his Lord's money.
He hid the Lord's money, man. Now real quick, Power Thumb, give me Matthew's 5 and start at verse 14, brother. He said he hid the Lord's money, man. Read that, brother.
It's St. Matthew 5 and 14. Ye are the light of the world.
Right?
A city that is set on an hill cannot be hid.
Right, we are the light of the world, man, because the Lord has gave us this truth, which is the light.
Right.
Okay? Our Lord YAHAWASHI, he's the light. But he said that we are the light of the world, man. Why? Because we have this truth. Keep reading, brother.
Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel,
Right?
but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house.
Yeah, man. So we have this candle, man, this light, okay? And we're not putting this light under a bushel, man. In other words, we're not just sitting back with this knowledge at home, man. Okay?
Right,
Eating
right.
chips and shit.
Chilling.
No. We got this light. We on the candlestick out here on the highways and the byways, man. Shining unto the whole world. So that the Lord's elect can see this, man. But this guy right here, he hid the Lord's money, man.
Right.
This, the knowledge is the money, is the treasure.
Right.
All right, that we have, man.
Let's get that real quick.
Come.
This is Romans 11. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
This is Romans 11 in verse 33. Oh, the depth of the riches, both of the wisdom and knowledge of the Most High. How unsearchable are his judgments and his ways past finding out.
Right, so this word, this knowledge, is the riches, man. It's the treasure that we have. All right, but as it's serving it, read from the top again, brother.
Matthew 25 and 18, but he that had received one went and digged in the earth and hid his Lord's money. 19, after a long time the Lord of those servants cometh and reckoneth with them.
Right, this YAHAWASHI making his return, man.
Uh-oh.
Right, his second return.
Uh-oh.
Now it's time to pay the piper. Now it's time, it's time for you to meet the Lord, man. All right? Keep reading, brother.
25 and 20, and so he that had received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliverest me unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 talents more.
In other words, Lord, you gave me that gift of faith in this word. I went out and preached that gospel. I fished for your elect. They believed in the word, and they came to you, Lord. That's him gaining, man. Right, keep reading, brother?
What the nigga say in the world?
Flipped.
He flipped it.
He flipped it, yeah.
He made us call it an election show.
Uh-huh.
25 and 21, it says, his Lord said unto him, well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things.
Right, and these are the words that we want to hear, man.
Right.
That's what you want to hear from the Lord YAHAWASHI, man.
Right.
All right? Keep reading that, brother.
It says, enter thou into the joy of thy Lord.
Which is the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
You got it out.
22, Matthew 25 and 22. He also that had received 2 talents came and said, Lord, thou deliverest me unto me 2 talents. Behold, I have gained 2 other talents beside them.
Uh-huh.
Verse 23, his Lord said unto him, well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things.
Uh-huh.
Now, real quick, the Lord say, well done, thou good and faithful servant.
Right.
Why? Because he proved his faith by what? He flipped it. Like we said, he took the talents that he was given and went out and distributed and was interacting, exchanging, and brought forth a profit in the spirit. So he had works to show his faith, and the Lord said, well done, thou good and faithful servant.
Right.
Well, the Lord considered him faithful because he took the talents, just like the brother said, them gifts of the Spirit, the grace, and having this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and he put it in. Well, he put in that work. So it took faith to put that work in, so the Lord called him a good and faithful servant.
Right.
Yeah, brother.
23, it says, Matthew 25:23, I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord.
Right.
Verse 24, then he which had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee that thou art an hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathering where thou hast not strawed.
Right. Look, I know YAHAWASHI don't play no games. The Lord is for real, man. Right? He come back to judge. He talking about the Lord come back to judge and all this stuff. So-called teaching me at work, man. All right? About the Lord and the scriptures and all this. And I'm just sitting there like, yeah. That's this guy, man. Right? You got it, brother. Keep reading.
Matthew 25:25, it says, and I was afraid and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast that is thine.
Right. Nigga, so the Lord gave you a gift of this wisdom, of this knowledge, to go out and to exchange it with his elect, okay? But you want to give YAHAWASHI his gift back. Like, here, Lord, here's your gift.
And he thought he was doing something good.
Something good.
I still got it.
Yeah, here you go. I still got it. Nigga, the Lord don't need the gift, nigga. He gave you the gift to go give it to somebody else. Or that treasure to go and flip it, man.
Exactly.
With somebody else, not to him.
Build up the kingdom.
You lazy nigga.
God,
I
that's
mean,
what he called him.
Right. I mean, didn't do nothing, man.
Come on.
That guy, know he an Israelite. I'm liking the videos. I'm saying the apostle got the truth, right? I'm screaming at people at work. I'm doing all these things, but you're not putting in no actual work, man.
Right.
Banking on Abraham, to my Abraham was chosen, he ain't do no work. Boy, but look, they're gonna get you killed, man. Cause you really put shame on Abraham, telling me he wasn't no prophet or he wasn't this or that, man. You lost your goddamn mind, man.
Right.
Nigga, we not half the man Abraham was, man. You crazy, man.
God.
And you ain't did have the worst Abraham than this. Why you talking about Abraham for, man? You nigga, you crazy, nigga. He the father of our faith, man.
The Most High.
Come on, man. You got it, brother.
Matthew 25:26, it says, his Lord answered and said unto him, thou wicked and slothful servant.
You wicked and slothful nigga, man. Those words that you don't want to hear, man. You wicked and slothful servant. Right? You got it, brother.
Thou knewest that I reap where I sowed not, and gather where I have not strawed. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchange.
Right, you should have went your ass out on the highways and the byways and flipped that money, man. Because he talking about teaching the word, man. You should have went out there and preached that word because you so-called obviously know it, man. Okay, I gave you the gift. Right, he know who he gave the gift to, man. But you playing around, bro. You're not putting it into use, all right? You got it, brother.
25:27, and then at my coming, I should have received my own with usury.
Right, you got it, brother.
28, take therefore the talent from him and give it unto him which have 10 talents.
Right, so the Lord gonna take the talent from you, man. That so-called gift you got, man. All right, he gonna take it from you. Because you playing around with it, man. Here it is. The Lord had it to where you ran into me at work, man. Through talking about a damn game, we connected, man. And you told me about the Israelites, all these things, and you mentioned the apostles and all that. Man, GMS got the truth. Nigga, if you knew the men of Great Millstone and how we got down, you wouldn't be talking how you talking, man. You would have your ass out here on these streets, taking notes, listening, man. Trying to get down with the truth sincerely. But you just bumping your gum, bro. You somewhere having a good time, man. Or playing fucking Call of Duty or something like you be talking about at work, man. Right, you got it, brother.
And that's beautiful, because the Lord say, thou oughtest to have put my money to the exchanges, you know what I'm saying? And brothers is like that, because you mentioned how you got Jake that, well, I don't know enough, I want to learn and this and that. No, that's what the exchange is. It got camps out there for you to get built up in. Right. You come out whole aside. You ain't got to come out and start teaching. Matter of fact, I tell you not to come out and start teaching right away.
Right.
Come out, grab a sign. And then, you have a testimony, the scripture come out, give your testimony. Your testimony can edify and build somebody up.
Right.
We all have a testimony, what the Lord have done for us.
Right.
But that's what the Lord said. You should have went out there to the exchanges. There's camps out there set up, so you don't have to carry the burden by yourself.
Right.
Go to the exchanges and get in there and mix it up. But a wicked nigga, right, he's going, what did the scripture say? Find it an excuse,
Yep.
you know? How it go?
Begin to make excuses.
Right.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Come.
man. Yeah, that's him, man. You know? Talking about, yeah, he told me, he said, yeah, man, but see the count, bro, they want you to hold signs and stuff. I was like, oh, yeah?
Oh,
I was like, yeah, man, you seen them signs in count. Jake,
God.
just a fucking nigga, man.
That's it.
And you need to repent, bro. Because you got a lot of pride and you don't know a damn thing. I mean, it's so funny. This dude keep telling me, I'll come deep, I'm deep. Like, brother, if you deep, you'll be out on the highways and byways teaching, man. But that show me that you don't know a damn thing because you're not out here, bro.
That's right.
You just playing around and you sitting on that talent, knowing that you, so he said, he had said, I can do it, man, but I mean, I ain't just feeling it right now, you know? Then he started talking about Abraham again, like, oh, this nigga. Keep talking about Abraham, man. Come on, brother.
Luke 14 and 18. It says, and they all with one consent began to make excuse.
Right.
The first said unto him, I have bought a piece of ground, and I must needs go and see it.
Well, go up a few,
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah.
You got to get the understanding.
Right.
We're going to squeeze all the juice out of that one.
God, it's Luke 14 and 16.
Hold your peace, hold your peace. In a minute, we'll get to you. Go ahead, brother.
Luke 14 and 16. Then said he unto him, a certain man made a great supper and bade many. Verse 17. And sent his servant at supper time to say to them that were bidden, come, for all things are now ready.
Right now, what was that supper talking about? This truth, man. All right? Give me Proverbs 9:1 real fast, brother. This feast, man. This the supper. All right? Getting this word, man. Read that, bro. Start at the top.
This Proverbs 9 and 1. Wisdom had built her house. She had hewn out 7 pillars. She had killed her beast. She had mingled her wine. She had also furnished her table. She had set forth her maidens. She cried upon the highest places of the city.
Right, we are her maidens, man. Of wisdom, right? You got it, brother?
Whoso is simple, let him turn in hither.
Uh-huh.
As for him that wanted understanding, she said to him, come eat of my bread and drink of the wine which I have mingled.
Uh-huh.
Forsake the foolish and live, and go in the way of understanding.
So this is the supper, man. All right? Getting this wisdom and knowledge of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. This is what our Lord is talking about.
Right.
To those that were bidden. Right? You got it, brother? Or should I say called? Because the word bid means to call. You got it, brother?
Come on, Luke 14 and 18, it says, and they all with one consent began to make excuse.
These are the one that was called, man. Who was called to this supper, started making excuses, man. You got it, brother?
The first said unto him, I have bought a piece of ground, and I must needs go and see it.
Right, yeah, man. Look, I come out there, bro, but shit, I got some, you know, like, I got a piece of ground that I got to go and check on. And old boy from Detroit said that.
Yeah.
He said, look, I got some land.
Yeah.
That nigga said, I got some land. And see, y'all know nothing about that.
Right.
That's why I ain't been out on the highways and byways. Nigga, you so stupid.
Right.
You said exactly what the Lord said, man. Nigga went and tended to some land and started doing the work of the Lord, man. Right, you got it, brother.
Luke 14 and 18, it says, I'm going to start at the top. And they all with one consent began to make excuse. The first said unto him, I have bought a piece of ground, and I must needs go and see it. I pray thee, have me excused.
Right.
19, and another said, I have bought 5 yoke of oxen, and I go to prove them.
Right.
I pray thee, have me excused. Damn, they make it.
Yeah,
Verse
they
20, and another said, I have married a wife, and therefore I cannot come.
Right, because according to the law,
Right.
if you marry a woman, you got to be with her a whole year to cheer her up, man. So Jake hopped on that. Man, look, I got a wife, bro. Look, I come out there shit, but I got to, you know, She my woman, man. My woman, my baby. Right, on my rib. And you know Jake love that woman, man. Jake do anything to get that fish hole, man. Y'all love that fish hole, right? They're gonna lead to your destruction, man. You got it, brother.
Luke 14:21. So that servant came and shewed his Lord these things.
Right?
Then the master of the house, being angry, said to his servant, Go out quickly into the streets and lanes of the city, and bring in hither the poor, and the maimed, and the halt, and the blind.
This is what we doing, man. We out here in the lanes and the streets of the city. Prophesying by YAHAWASHI, man. And the poor, the lame, they coming into the faith, man. That's us. We are the poor, the lame,
That's
man.
right.
All right? And those are the ones who believed in YAHAWASHI, man.
Right.
Those that was destitute, those who looked down upon, they truly believed in the Lord YAHAWASHI because they was of the elect, man. Right? So, bro, you got to...
Luke
Man,
4.
I just heard today, man, on the radio. It was a cracker, but he spoke the truth. He said the Most High deal with the undesirables of this world. Right. He said, and he just didn't even know he was really talking about us.
Right.
He said he gonna deal with the nobodies and turn them into nobility. And I was like, yeah, that's the truth. But that's us, the poor, the lame, the blind, the outscouring of this world. People look down their nose at us, man, turn up their nose at us. You know, we are despised in this world, but when the tables are turned, hey, we're gonna be Most High is gonna make us glorious as like in the image of his son.
That's right.
Yeah, brother.
Luke 14:22. And the servant said, Lord, it is done as thou hast commanded, and yet there is room.
Right. You got brothers out here on the highways and the byways preaching the word, and our brothers coming into the faith, but it's still more work to be done, man. It's still more room left. That's why we still out here on the highways and the byways fighting until all the Lord's elect be sealed, man. Okay? You got it, brother.
Verse 23, Luke 14:23. And the Lord said unto the servant, Go out into the highways and hedges, and compel them to come in.
Right, we're compelling brothers to come into the faith, man, through the terror of the Lord, right? You got it, right?
That my house may be filled.
Right, that the Lord's house may be full, man. Come on, keep reading that out.
24, Luke 14:24. For I say unto you that none of those men which were bidden shall taste of my supper.
Right, so for all you niggas who was called into the faith, man, and made an excuse to lead this thing, man, the Lord ain't dealing with you no more. You're gonna be put down, man.
That's right.
For being a nigga, bro. Right, so you got it right.
Keep going.
Go on.
Luke 14:25. And there went great multitudes with him, and he turned and said unto them, verse 26, If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children, and his own life also, Salaki, and brethren and sisters, yeah, in his own life also, he cannot be my disciple.
Yeah, that's the point, man. And Jake don't want to deny these things, or I should say, hate these things. Now, he's not talking about hating your family. He's saying putting his truth before them, man.
Right.
And Jake don't want to do that. That's why brothers not coming out on the highways and the byways. Brothers cheerleading, being niggas, because they really don't want to let go of the world, man. All these things he named was of the world, bro. Okay, your woman, your kids, your child, whatever it may be. Brothers don't want to put the truth before that, man.
Right.
Because they tied to those things. But what Paul told Timothy, you can't be entangled in this world and then try to be a soldier of the Lord. Look,
Right.
It's not going to work, bro.
Right.
Either you going to serve one or the other, man.
The war is not the things in the world, man.
Right.
Straight up, man. Go ahead, bro.
Come on, now you got it.
Come, verse 27, Luke 14:27. It says, And whosoever doeth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple.
Yeah, man. Oh, yeah. That cross, man, which we all got our own individual burdens, man.
Yep.
And everybody can get their own testimony on their walks, man.
Right.
Okay? Shit, it's not easy, bro. We go through shit every day, man. But guess what? The spirit of YAHAWASHI in us to keep on going forward, man.
Right.
All right? Shit. Hey, look, it's hard to survive one fucking day, man.
Fine, huh?
Man.
One day, bro. Who know what tomorrow gonna bring, man?
Right.
For any brother, man. Anything can happen unto you, man. That's why you gotta cherish today. And be thankful, man, because YAHAWASHI said what? Don't take no thought for tomorrow. For
Sufficient.
for sufficient is an evil unto today, man.
Hey, can I say something real quick? Real like Salaki, bro. And you know, man, we sigh and cry, man. Look at man, to cry and shed a tear, that don't mean you're a punk or a hoe ass nigga, man. Okay? It means you're going through that fire, man. And I'm gonna say this, man. We don't want to be down, but I'm gonna say the YAHAWASHI for them low days to where you can recognize that when you make it to that next day, it wasn't because of you. It wasn't because of your physical strength, man. The Most High carried you over to that next day, bro. And you got to be ground level, man, to be able to go through that and experience it, man. Hopefully you're wise enough to realize who and what it was, man. It's a beautiful thing, man. Shit, this is all the Most High power. I'm negative. I'm in the zero. I ain't got shit left in the tank. But yet you keep progressing and you increase all the Most High power, man. It's a beautiful thing. You can go through that, man. Our people better wake the fuck up, man, and realize, man, you have no power. Your power is the Most High power, man. Okay? Go ahead, Doc.
Yeah, I second that. I second that testimony because now, you know, like the brother say, when the Most High bring you through stuff, it brings you to remembrance of the Most High.
Right.
Like now, I get up in the morning, first thing I think is, this is the day that the Lord had made.
Woo!
I will
Right
rejoice
up.
and be
Straight
glad
up.
in it.
Straight up.
I know the day gonna be full of bullshit,
Right.
but I got to praise the Lord anyway
Right.
and give him praise for the day regardless, because I know it's fixing to be some shit, but I got to get my mind focused on the Lord, you know, and even praying more regularly, you know, because why? The Most High bringing me through this, like the brother said, that low point, you know, because all through the scripture, when Jake doing good, he don't think about the Most High.
Right.
You know, Most
Not at
High
all.
got to break you down.
Right, bro. Right.
You know, so I bear witness to that,
Right.
you know.
Physical strength profited none. Right. You know what I'm saying? It profited, but little. But shit, in that day, man, the strength of our power, man. And it's a beautiful thing, man. Why do YAHAWASHI, man? So we just gonna continue to endure it and be His will, man. All right. And to just know it ain't on no strength of your own, man. Don't fool your damn self. Okay.
Can I preach for you, brothers, you don't mind? This is Psalms chapter 30, verse 10. It says, "Hear, O Yahweh, and have mercy upon me. Yahweh, be thou my helper." This King David, man, asking the Most High for mercy and to be His help, man. Because we all need that help, bro.
That's right.
Okay, YAHAWASHI is our helper, man.
Right.
And He's doing it through the Holy Spirit, man. All right, by sustaining us just for the day, bro. Right, as He said in the prayer, He said,
Give us
this
this
day
day
our daily bread,
That's
bro.
right, Doc.
It's daily, man.
That's right.
Shit, we need them benefits, right? The scripture speak about the benefits, man. And the Lord load us daily with benefits, man.
Yep.
And our praise be to YAHAWASHI for that, bro. Because it's hard out here, man.
Right. Man.
You think that every day is goddamn easy, bro? We deal with shit all the time, man. But guess what? We put our emotions and our feelings to the side and come out here and prophesy to you brothers out of fear, man.
Right. Feel the Most High power, man.
That's
Shit.
like, man, add up on that
Come.
suffering, that's love.
Yeah.
Because if the Most High didn't bring us down low, we'll get too high-minded. So that suffering is for us to realize the Most High and His power, man. All right? So we can give all praises to the Most High. Like the brother said, we ain't got no power. But if we never went through no hell, we'll think we all good. Just like Israel did when the Most High gave them the land. Jeshurun waxed fat and kicked, man. When Jake get everything, he feel good. He forget about the Most High. You know what I'm saying? That's why in the Proverbs it says, "Give me neither poverty nor riches."
right.
You know what I'm saying? You just want that balance in your life, you know?
Right. Done.
Ecclesiastes too. Yeah, I'm gonna preach over real fast. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 14. It says, "In the day of prosperity be joyful,
Right.
but in the day of adversity consider."
Right.
Yahweh also has set the one over against the other, to the end that no man shall find nothing after him. So good come from the Most High and bad, man.
That's right.
And you gotta recognize that when it happens, bro. Like when you go through something or you get down, don't change on the Most High, man. because he putting you through something. He doing it, man. And we got YAHAWASHI in us. Look, bro, we are bearing his wounds and scars, man. We suffering as he's suffering, bro. Shit, you ain't suffering. You not up YAHAWASHI, man.
Right.
That's in the scriptures, dog.
Right.
So we got to go through those things, man.
Right.
But also we got help, man. We got strength through YAHAWASHI, right? Paul spoke about that inside of 2 Corinthians, man. You know what, brother? Get that real fast, bro. 2 Corinthians chapter 1. And I'll start at verse 1 real fast. It, what Paul said, man. 2 Corinthians.
2 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Paul, an apostle of YAHAWASHI HaMashiach, by the will of the Most High, and Timothy, our brother, unto the church of the Most High, which is at Corinth, with all the saints which are in Achaia. Verse 2. Grace be to you and peace from the Most High, our Father, and from the Lord YAHAWASHI HaMashiach. Verse 3. Blessed be the Most High, even the Father of our Lord YAHAWASHI HaMashiach, the Father of mercies, in the power of all comfort. Verse 4. Who comforteth us in all our tribulation.
Who comforted us in all our tribulations, man. And we get comfort through hearing the word, man. All right, through prayer. That's comfort, man. Hearing words from brothers. All right, talking to one another, man. We get comfort like that. Right, you got it, brother.
Verse 4. That we may be able to comfort them which are in any trouble.
Right, man. So that we can help a brother out who's going through something, man.
Right.
How the hell I'm trying to comfort another brother if I'm all bent up out of shape, man? We gotta make sure that we okay so that we can help, you know what I'm saying, help a brother out, man. Right, you got it, brother.
That's why the scriptures say that the friend is born for adversity.
Right. Hey, a faithful friend is a strong defense.
He stated, Paul, to the Thessalonians, ye who are troubled, rest with us, you know, because he's going to give you this gospel. Yeah, brother.
2 Corinthians 1 and 4. It says, by the comfort wherewith we ourselves are comforted of the Most High. Verse 5. For as the sufferings of Hamashiach abound in us,
as the suffering of YAHAWASHI abound in us or increase in us, while we go through hell, man, through suffering for the Lord's sake, right? Keep reading, brother.
so our consolation also aboundeth by Hamashiach.
So we get the suffering through YAHAWASHI and we get the consolation or the comfort through YAHAWASHI, man. That's perfect balance.
Right.
Don't think everything gonna be okay, bro, and all smooth. No, you're not just smoothing your way to the kingdom, bro. It says through much tribulation we shall enter into the kingdom of Yahweh, man.
Right. Much.
He didn't say that just to be rapping or something. No,
Right.
that's
Right.
for real, bro.
Right.
And everybody can get that testimony, man, of going through shit, bro. Damn near all the time. Sometimes we have, you know what I'm saying, moments where we, you know what I'm saying, we good. But shit, when that hell come, it comes, man.
Right.
Every time, bro. Right, you got it out.
2 Corinthians 1 and 6. And whether we be afflicted, it is for your consolation and salvation.
Right. Brother, read that part again, huh?
2 Corinthians 1 and 6. It says, whether we be afflicted, it is for your consolation and salvation.
Yeah, man. So we catch hell so that brothers who hear the word can be saved, man. No matter, bro. No matter, we put our life on the line every week, bro.
That's right.
So that brothers and sisters can hear the word and believe, man. That's what the Most High like, man.
Right.
To see that you really dedicated, man.
Right,
Even
right.
though he put you out, put you through all that hell during the week, man.
Right,
But you
right.
still somehow find a way to get out here in the highways and the byways,
Right.
man.
That's a sweet savior to the nose of the Most High power, man.
Yeah, buddy, man. Well, give me 1 Thessalonians 3 and 1, brother. And then that'll be it. Go ahead and got it.
This is 1 Thessalonians 3 and 1. It says, wherefore when we could no longer forbear, we thought it good to be left at Athens alone. Verse 2, and sent Timothy, our brother and minister of the Most High, and our fellow laborer in the gospel of Hamashiach, to establish you and to comfort you concerning your faith.
Right?
To go.
Verse 3, that no man should be moved by these afflictions, for yourselves know that we are appointed thereunto.
Right, read it again, brother.
1 Thessalonians 3 and 3, that no man should be moved by these afflictions, for yourselves know that we are appointed thereunto.
Yeah, Paul said, don't be moved by these afflictions or the hell that you're catching, right? He said, don't be moved by that, man. because we were appointed unto those things, man.
Right.
So we were appointed to suffer, man. Okay, for the Lord's sake. Right, keep reading that, brother?
1 Thessalonians 3:4. For verily, when we were with you, we told you before that we should suffer tribulation, even as it came to pass, and ye know.
Right. Paul told them, look, we're going to catch hell for the Lord, man. And Paul said that it came to pass. So that was in Thessalonians catching hell, man. Going through sufferings for the Lord, man. It's the same thing today, bro.
Right.
We suffer for YAHAWASHI's sake so that we can take part in the kingdom, bro.
That's right.
That's the whole point in doing it.
Right.
You know what? Give me 2 Timothy 2 and 11, brother.
The 2 Timothy.
Because, look, I'm going to tell you something right now, player. You're not reigning with YAHAWASHI if you're not suffering with him, man.
That's right, huh?
You can forget about it. You got it out.
This is 2 Timothy 2 and 11. It reads, it is a faithful saying, for if we be dead with him, we shall also live with him.
Right, we are dead right now to the world.
Right.
Our life here in YAHAWASHI. Right, keep reading that, brother?
2 Timothy 2 and 12, it says, if we suffer, we shall also reign with him.
If we suffer, we shall reign with YAHAWASHI, man.
Beautiful.
So endure the suffering, bro, because it's a great reward for that,
Right.
man. And we've suffered only for a little
Only
while,
for
man.
a little bit. That's right, huh?
A little while,
That's
bro.
it.
Trust me.
Right.
This ain't nothing compared to what we're going to everlasting life, man.
That's right, huh?
No, you finished with that?
Oh, that's a little bit.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Con, it's okay. 2 Timothy 2 and 12, it says, if we suffer, we shall also reign with him. If we deny him, he also will deny us.
Right. If you deny the Lord YAHAWASHI, you will be denied, man.
Right.
And part of denying the Lord is not putting in that work, man.
Right.
As old boy in my job, man. Ain't putting in no work, man. You denying the Lord to my Abraham and go out on the highways and the byways, man. You done lost your damn mind, dude. But you know, Jake gonna be Jake, man.
Right. Somebody got to be the 2/3.
You don't got to bring it out, man, but you can finish what he reads. Oh, okay.
Yeah, come.
Romans 8 and 17.
Come.
You got it? Okay.
Y'all got it. This Romans chapter 8 and verse 17, it says, and if children, then heirs,
Right.
heirs of Yahweh, and joint heirs with Hamashiach,
Right.
if so be that we suffer with him, that we might be also glorified together. Woo! For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
Not even worthy to be compared, man.
It's not worthy, bro, because look, we thought by a toe and shit, we ready to get up the ghost, man.
Right.
Oh, man, I'm crying and shit, you know, but like, oh, we gonna do certain things, man, you know? But boy, eternal life waiting on us, man. Everlasting life, bro, I can't wrap my mind around that.
Right.
I'm interested. Look, that shit got me like,
Right.
like I want to know what that is, man.
Right.
Okay, to taste some real food, drink some real water,
Right.
deal with real women, man.
Right.
Okay.
And be upright. Be perfect,
Be
man.
perfect.
Be upright. Be clean, man.
Hell,
Right, because we suffering is only for a period of time, even our captivity.
right.
What is captivity in the last, the end of the last days? What, about 500 years of suffering, just in that measuring that time period versus eternity of glory. We gonna forever. We gonna be in great joy.
Right.
You know, 500 years in the kingdom is gonna be a long time. Time is gonna get slowed down. You know, screwed up.
Yeah, buddy, man. Hey, it is beautiful, bro. Because hey, look, our Lord YAHAWASHI had to suffer for his kingdom. So what make you think that he's not gonna suffer to get the kingdom, man? He called pure hell to get that crown, man.
Right.
Okay, to get that spot that he has right now, man.
Right.
It wasn't easy for him. Go read the scriptures, man. They beat the hell out of the Lord, spit in his face,
Right.
talk all kind of shit about him until he died, bro.
Right.
Yep, he was constantly running for his life. You know, they want to kill the Lord. Same thing with Paul and the other disciples. Stephen got put to death. You know.
Hey, the scriptures tell you that our Lord Yahawashi Mashiach, he said he was more than any other man, bro. He suffered, man. He suffered, man. You got it, bro.
Right. Yeah, man. Okay. Oh, you got some brother? Okay.
Hebrews 12 and 2. It says, looking unto YAHAWASHI, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross.
Right.
For the joy set before YAHAWASHI, he endured that pain, man. What was that joy? The kingdom. Everlasting life, man. Him being a king for eternity, bro. That outweighed the pain that he endured, man.
Right.
That outweighed the suffering, the crying, the bloodshed that he had to endure, bro. Paul said, look to YAHAWASHI. We got to take that mindset of looking to the kingdom of heaven and the things to come than what's present before us, man.
Exactly.
Right.
Which sometimes can't get to you, man.
Yeah.
It should make you cry.
Right.
It'll make you cry, man.
Right.
But you cried out, shit, cried out, man.
Right.
And keep on pushing.
That's it.
Right.
There you go.
You got it, brother.
That's
It
it.
says, verse 2, endured the cross, despising the shame.
Right, he despised the shame, man, because he will put the shame, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Look, this the Lord, look, this the King of Kings, man.
Right.
Right.
He got a crown of thorns on his head.
Right.
Fucking crackers whipped him.
Right.
Hit him with a damn rod across his head, man.
Filthy beast crackers.
Right.
Spit on him, talking about the hell
Yeah.
King of the Jews, man. Mocking the Lord.
Right.
But guess what? Them same crackers gonna do it
Yeah.
in righteousness, man.
Right.
While he in his full glory, they gonna get on their knees and say, "Hail, King of the Jews, man." And he gonna smite their ass across the head,
That's
probably.
it,
You know,
that's it.
who knows, man?
Right.
You got it, brother.
Come on, it says, despising the shame, Hebrews 12 and 2, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of the Most High.
Hey, man, look at that, bro. Look at that, man. Now he got all authority. He said, all power is given unto me in heaven and earth, bro.
That's right.
So it's worth the suffer, man.
Con.
It's worth it, bro.
Done.
You know, so this is all I have, brother. You know.
Beautiful, brothers. Con. Hey, we pray that you brothers are edified in the spirit of YAHAWASHI. We're going to give all praises, honor, and glory unto
YAHAWAH,
Rachaaw Qadash. Give honors to the apostle, the great millstone. Peace and blessings to the Akim out there enduring the fight, enduring the hardships, you know, but taking comfort in the word of YAHAWASHI. You brothers stay up, man. To the next one, Shalom.
Shalom. Death to the wicked.